Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
Because we don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. No. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
All right, you savages. Terrence Pop here with another episode that actually is live from the lab. And today we're going to be covering medical insurance issues. Now, if you're walking around in a meat suit, at some point, you're probably going to have an issue. Either you're going to fall and break something, get poisoned by something. It happens quite often. Get sick, or have something fail within you as you get older, i.e. kidneys, gallbladder, which, I'm having issues with now in my 56 year on this planet. I've had a boatload of injuries from my service. But I've noticed something. I remember in 8th grade, my mother had to take me to the doctor because I had a wicked spill on my bicycle. Crack rib, couple stitches. I remember seeing the bill for the entire thing on the dining room table like 3 or 4 weeks later. It was like $200. Now, back then, I mean, $200 was a decent amount of change, but it's not like it is today. Like literally, you go to the doctor and you got to get stitches today and they have to set a bone. You're walking out of there with $3,000 or $4,000 medical bill. If you go to a hospital, it's even worse because a lot of these hospitals are purchasing the practices of doctors around them and forcing them to charge on a fee scale set by the hospital. And then we had old Bummer, and he decided to add the commie Canadian spin on free healthcare. And he got up there and lied to the entire United States, like, oh, nothing will change. You can keep your doctor. Total fucking lie. And we are now paying through the nose. And because of the Biden inflation and all of the other bullshit that's taken place, we have people out there who can't even afford medical insurance. Or they have to make a decision. Do I want to keep a roof over my head or should I pay my medical insurance? That is how bad this is getting. And if you haven't noticed this one pattern, I'm just going to let you all in on this. It's kind of a secret. Everything that the government fucks with gets uber expensive almost overnight, i.e. education, healthcare. What is going on here? It's like the government is a woman that forces herself into something and then screws it up. What a bunch of shit. Anyway, we got Battle Dwarf in the house. And I apologize. We didn't cover this on was it the 29th of July? i.e. last Tuesday?
We're allowed a goat fuck.
Yeah.
We had a goat fuck last.
Listen,
shit came up. Look, what happened with this show last week, where you ended up having to suffer through an hour of Jimmy and me trying to be funny and fill in, was Pop was on his way to Virginia to the Tim Pool show. Why don't you give us a very brief synopsis of how that went? I know you recorded a video on it and you've got something more lengthy in the works, but let's fill everybody in on how that went.
Okay. Well,
how did it happen, first of all?
I just got an email like, hey, we got an opening. Can you make it to the Tim Pool show? And I'm like, I probably can. Yeah. And then I said, yeah, I can. If you can get a ticket and get it all squared away, I can make it. That's when I called you on, and I said, we might not have a show tonight because,
literally like 6 hours of notice.
Yes. And
you and I are accustomed to that, but our viewers are not.
as soon as I found out, I let him know so we could let everyone else know. And I literally flew out of Detroit Metro at like 7:45 p.m., 15 minutes before the show was supposed to go live. And I was in the air. It's a quick flight. I'm not really a fan of the woman that was sitting in front of me because she stank horribly.
Good times.
I swear to God, she had an extra orifice on her body that produced nothing but stink. It was horrible.
Are you sure it was a woman and not a vertical axe wound inverted windsock?
To be honest, it looked like a woman, but you can't really tell today. And I really didn't want to engage this person.
That's fair.
Because of the curtain of stank that surrounded it. And some people were dry heaving. It was quite phenomenal. I'm just being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I get there. Well, first of all, I have to say this. He runs a tight ship, very disciplined. His personnel are really good that he uses for his show. Very intelligent, very calm, cool, collected, just professional. I was really impressed.
Pop gets back here, looks at me and Jimmy and goes, fuck.
No, But here's the thing: is I got on the show on Wednesday. They picked me up roughly around 5:45, and then you drive to his compound, which is in West Virginia.
He has a compound.
Oh, he has a whole compound with an electric gate, cameras, armed guards, the whole deal. It's really it's a good setup. And
take some juice. Okay.
Oh yeah. He had there's a whole like barnuminium building he had constructed that has a skate park in it plus a studio. It's really good. And I get there and they invite you into the green room where they just talk to you before the show. They film the whole thing, and the video was for his supporters.
I watched that. Yeah,
I did the dog tag dump.
Mm-hmm.
I showed them some of, I opened up my email, went and I did a search for life saved.
I saw that too.
Show them I think we have 1,100 emails where their life or saved or life saved shows up when you do that.
I'm going to be pulling. I stopped work on the on processing the grant. It doesn't do till September anyway.
Okay.
When I heard you say that, so that I could go through there and get some more of those emails for the grant. So
yes,
I was also impressed by the fact that he had his building tempested essentially.
Yeah, he did. And if you guys have been watching the show towards the September of 2022, October 2022, I started insisting that if you're going to get a number, you have to email us and tell us your story. And we've, I think we've got 550 or 563 now. We're going to read another one into the record probably on Thursday, either this week or next week when Blake is here. And it is what it is. Now, like Mr. Poole covers his subjects and he's very scientific about it. I'm not going to go into the details here, but I've already shared the
you got on the show, but we're just getting a general.
I've shared that with an AAR with the guys that run Redonkulas with me. So hopefully in the future we can use that to our benefit. But yeah, I mean, that dude is very creative guy. He's a musician,
really?
He's really good at business. He knows the word I'm looking for. He knows how to play the game. Because that's what it is, basically. It's a game.
It is a game. Yeah. You have to, there's lines you have to walk that you can't cross.
Yeah.
And
that's why he was always known as the fence sitter. He plays the game. Whereas we're suffering because we don't play that game. Maybe we should, but I think that would take something away from the show. Like brutal honesty.
Maybe we can have like a portion of the show that plays the game in order to get the numbers to make the money so that we can have a compound too. Because now I want a compound.
Yeah. I think a compound.
We need a compound. There's like 500 acres of land for sale all over the place up here.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing though.
Yeah.
There's no money in hope. Like you can make videos and, scare people or make them angry.
Yeah.
And you'll get paid. You'll get a whole bunch of subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I do a show, I'm trying to convey hope.
Yes.
Because I'm sick and tired of burying people.
Yes. And we also use our language. We don't dress things up for somebody else because we're not talking to anybody else. We're talking to us.
Yeah. We're talking to dudes.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it goes. And I don't know. I just thought the whole thing was a very good experience. I hope they invite me back.
That's cool. That's cool. He seemed like a decent fella. I was watching the videos around your show there, your appearance.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, is if I got invited to his show for a culture war episode, and they were talking about red pill, men's rights, MGTOW, or male suicide, I would crush the opposition. Just totally.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Again, we're not afraid what we're going to say. We don't. And that really upsets a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Fuck you. I get good hate mail, though.
You do get good hate mail. You do. When are we doing another hate mail show?
I got to go dig some up, man, actually.
I love the hate mail shows. The first time you did a hate mail show, I sat there and laughed for like 20 minutes straight. It was just so fucking funny. And they were so genuinely upset.
Yeah.
Just like
But I don't think my my videos make it into Gen Pop on YouTube, so women see it as much as they used to. But because back in the day, holy crap. Like the first 2 years when I was doing the whiteboard and the math and I was just ripping these women apart. Damn, I got a lot of hate mail.
We need to do that again.
Glorious. I'll have to go back and see if I could dig some of that up.
We need to get back to that. I'm telling you, dude, the whiteboard. I go through your comments on those when I'm doing shorts and stuff like that. And over and over and over again, Pop, do the whiteboards again. Pop, do the whiteboards again. Pop, do the whiteboards. I'm taking it as a sign from the universe.
Yes, you are correct. And actually, we just released one a couple days ago.
A new whiteboard.
I never paid for pussy. And then
I saw that. That's a whiteboard?
Yeah. I filmed one tonight called I Never Paid for Pussy 2, the VD edition, where I do the math behind the VD.
Yeah.
It is a brutal.
Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. See, I can't even watch all of your videos during the week because there's just so many of them.
I know.
And there's so much other shit that's going on, and I've got an
And another thing that would help out the show is if we had people go through all of the videos and then put them in categories so it's easier for people to search.
Oh.
Because we're over a decade and a half of content on on the internet. A decade and a half.
Yeah. I'm looking out of the corner of my eye and somebody else on Rumble has already go pop through the whiteboards. There are new whiteboard episodes. There are new whiteboard episodes coming.
Okay, so if you guys don't know how the whiteboards work, is I usually come up with the crazy ideas and I write down lists, and then if I can, I will either turn it into a pop culture where me and Blake will film it, or I turn it into a whiteboard and I try to attach math. Like this one here. This is called Dick Speaking Think. Hilarious.
I've seen you do the math ones. Those are funny as hell. And you actually got challenged on that.
Challenge accepted.
You got a hate mail. There's no way that's possible. Blah blah blah. You're like, okay.
And I just mathematically prove that it's possible for a woman
500 miles of Mr. Right. One of the funniest episodes.
Yeah, 500 miles of dick ran through in her lifetime. Mathematically proven. And it is hilarious. I laugh my balls off at that whenever. Of all my videos, I think that's the funniest one.
It is probably that. There are a couple that are up there, but that's like at the top of the pile. That's the
correct.
Let's get on with what
Tim
we're doing here.
Was a great experience. It was
good.
I really would want to go back there. I really do. So we'll see what happens.
Okay,
right, let's get on with the rip off of the medical insurance.
Okay, so to preface this, I spent about a year and a half at a personal injury firm, which is auto accidents, which means people get injured and they call on their insurance and the insurance denies, which they do almost every single time. All of the major insurance companies, if you've got State Farm, Progressive, any of that stuff, they're going to deny your claims. It's literally every time I watch some of these cases come through and I'm like, why are you denying this? I've got a guy sitting in front of me with like one leg half amputated, sitting in a wheelchair with a telephone pole stuck through his head. And you're saying he doesn't have an insurance claim. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And here's another thing that they do. And I saw this firsthand with Darren is he got, hurt on the job, workman's comp. He used to be a machinist. And they were doing a part.
He didn't get hurt on the job. They brutalized him, dude.
No, he got hurt on the job. That's he got injured on the job, and that's the injury that was the first domino that just fucked him up bad.
Yeah.
And they were running a lathe on a big piece of steel, and something was wrong with the billet, and it shattered. And he wound up getting it looked like a steak knife with a hook on it of shrapnel stuck into his shin. And
fucking how?
Yeah, they pull it out. They do they did all the medical stuff, and it wound up turning into a bone infection that ruined his lymphatic system. And then he was already a big guy. He was like maybe 320, 330, but the dude bench pressed almost 600 pounds. He could pick up a car.
Yeah,
not over his head.
He was a tank. His brother's nickname is literally Tank.
Yeah, I literally watched him pick up the back of a small car by himself. Just boom, deadlift it up, and he got a settlement. They were treating him. He had to have a nurse come in, 3 to 5 times a week, wrap the leg, take care of him, do all the stuff that was necessary.
Bone infections are bad, dude. If that spreads your toast, well,
yeah, and
as we know,
they put him on antibiotics. Then he wound up being on fentanyl patches.
Oh God.
Pain. Well, after this went on for 5-6 years, the insurance company's like, yeah, we're not paying for it anymore. I know you won a judgment, but we're not. You're gonna have to take us back to court, and everything stopped, and it wrecked him. And that was just the first time they did that. They did it like 3 other times after that, and they just got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's got to be some type of punishment built in there. Like,
there isn't.
I know
there isn't. The insurance companies just do this shit. Now, when Obamacare kicked in, that caused everyone to believe that the government was going to pay for everybody's health care. So, of course, healthcare providers, the providers started charging outrageous amounts. I saw shit like a $16 wrist brace for $1,800 and so on and so forth. It's the classic United States Army $600 ball peen hammer.
Yep.
That's what they did with everything. Transportation companies, they're driving you to and from appointments because you've been in a car wreck. Okay, your car is total. You need transportation, right? Like $15,000-$16,000 bills for 3 or 4 doctor's visits over the course of a month.
Wow.
So, and I'm serious. All of these providers just turned into vultures and they started jacking their prices up because the government will pay for it, with the government's money.
Which is technically your money.
Your taxpayer money, yeah. So the insurance companies, in retaliation, just started denying the shit out of everything. Because the price of everything was through the freaking roof. And it happened that I went to the hospital for something. I forget what it was. I think it was to get blood drawn or something like that. And I got a bill and they charged me $36 for a single Band-Aid.
Yep.
A Band-Aid. One Band-Aid, $36.
Or $150 for 1,600 milligrams of Motrin.
Mm-hmm.
That you can literally buy ibuprofen for like $5 a bottle.
Right. And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So what's happening is this is crushing people because on top of the providers jacking up the cost of everything and the insurance companies denying the cost of everything, the cynical insurance companies did what is totally predictable. And they decided to just start jacking up all of their prices and everything. This lady, all she wants to do is pay her rent or pay her insurance. And this is actually sad. She's clearly a candidate for Box Swine and Catland, but I still feel bad for her. Listen to this.
It's really unfair that I have to choose either having health care or a roof over my head. I got a letter today from Blue Shield Blue Cross, and my monthly premiums went up to $2,627 a month, 17 cents.
Did you hear that? $2,670 a month.
If I choose health insurance, I lose my house. If I choose my house, I lose my health insurance. Either way, I'm breaking the law. Either way, I'm kind of screwed. And I'm not even mad. I just don't care anymore, I guess. There's just no win.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I genuinely feel bad for her in these circumstances. This is, absolutely holy ass balls.
Now, in the future, when we play videos like this, try to avoid ones that have music in the background.
That's not that's not a legit track. She chose it for the same reasons. That's some like do-over.
Oh, okay.
That's not the real song. I know the real song. So
do
tempo and everything was off. Anyway, you're killing the moment.
Sorry.
Bag of dicks. I know about the music stuff. Bag of dicks. I wouldn't have put it in there if it had the actual music. Bag of dicks.
All right.
Anyway, what kills me is she said, either way, I'm breaking the law. What the fuck is going on that you're breaking the law if you can't afford a thing?
Yeah, that is
Let's
insane.
talk about that for a second. What the actual fuck? You're breaking the law if you can't afford a thing. Everybody's breaking the law all the time, by the way. I don't know how many people out there. I'm sure a lot of people in our audience actually know this. Most people are committing 3 or 4 felonies a day. And it's set up that way so that if they want to get you, they just do.
Yep.
Most people are breaking some kind of law somewhere. Most of the time. But this whole thing where if you don't have healthcare insurance, you're breaking the law. You're insane.
Yeah. See, I'm fortunate when it comes to that because I was medically retired for wounds received. So I get a pass on that particular shit.
Yeah.
Because I will technically, unless the government goes bankrupt or there's something radically changes, I'll have health care until the day they put me in the horizontal rot slot.
I have the same thing. I have VA. As a matter of fact, I got a letter from my car insurance company today telling me they were going to raise my premiums if I didn't prove that I had health insurance. I sent them a copy of my DD-214. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that literally happened today. The letter's sitting on the kitchen table.
Hang on. Let's just get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have medical insurance, they raise your car insurance. Why?
Right. It's a scam. The whole thing is a scam. These insurance companies have now developed to the point where it used to be having insurance was like a perk. It's something you had on the side. You had to have car insurance, but when we were 16, when you and I were 16, car insurance was like $8 to $12 a month.
It was not that expensive, no. It would actually be a lot cheaper here in Michigan as well if they didn't have all of the crazy laws jacking it up. Because when I was living in New York State, I paid the premiums for New York State.
Yeah,
and upstate New York. And
what's that like?
It was nothing. I think I was paying like $70 a month.
Yeah,
I pay for my vehicles now probably $150 to $200 a month for 3 cars. So it's fucked up. But
that's what we pay for 2. That's what Jen and I pay for 2.
I know, but what can I say? I know a guy who knows a guy.
Oh, well, introduce me to this guy, faggot. The hell.
All right, I will.
All right. Anyway, so no shit. There we were, hip deep in soju cabs, talking about this insurance thing. These insurance companies, are deliberately doing this because it's free profit and there's nobody there to stop them. They are mercenary raping the country because they can.
And we just had a high-level CEO of what was it? What healthcare company was that?
I forget which one it was. Hang on, I can pull that up.
Yeah, he got basically shot down like a dog in the street.
Yeah, he had his insurance revoked.
Well, here's the thing.
Brian Thompson, United Healthcare CEO in New York City. Yeah, he got his healthcare revoked.
He got whacked and capped.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to see anybody die. I really don't. But
it's too late.
I'm going to explain a situation to you. Let's just say person X, retired military guy, did some of the higher level stuff, has to go to the doctor, diagnosed with low-grade leukemia.
Right.
He starts doing the chemo, doing all the treatments. He's having it's going in his direction. Maybe it'll go into remission.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the insurance company goes, we're not paying for it anymore. Take us to court.
Yes.
Well, that's going to
My
take
brother-in-law just had something similar happen.
That's going to take 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, if this guy is going to more than likely pass away from said leukemia, he might feel a particular way about it and decide, you know what? Maybe
I don't have anything to lose. Yeah.
Yeah. He has nothing left to lose, and he's going to leverage his skills to maybe get some pre-retribution.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah,
what?
and he's dying anyway. What are you going to do to him? Seriously.
Yeah, even if he gives his hands up and says, I surrender when they come to get him, what are you going to do to that guy?
Yeah.
He'll get some chemo treatments in prison.
Yeah, he's already been sentenced to death. You can't do anything to him. And we're not, to be clear, we're not recommending any courses of action. We're just saying certain things become inevitable after a point.
Correct.
It's the way shit, like this CEO getting whacked in the street. Come on. I mean, the guy walked up behind him and it was somebody, in my opinion, somebody wanted that guy gone, and it wasn't the guy pulling the trigger. That's my opinion of that particular scenario.
Yeah, I don't know the details, but when I saw that happen, I was like, we're going to see more of that. It's going to happen.
Yeah. That's crazy shit. Where were we? Oh, yes, that's right. Americans' challenges with healthcare costs. This brief was updated on July 11th, 2025. So we've got good data here. For many years, KFF, what is KFF, by the way? The independent source for health policy research, polling, and news. We'll have to keep an eye on them. That sounds useful. Just under half of U.S. adults say it is difficult to afford healthcare costs, and 1 in 4 say they have a family member in their household who has problems paying for healthcare in the last 12 months. When I worked at the law firm that I mentioned, I saw this all of the time. There are safety nets here and there, but what that means is the taxpayer eats the cost. And usually it's only a certain demographic who has access to that sort of thing.
Correct.
An urban demographic from the lower west side of Detroit.
Yeah. If you are primarily white, you're not getting shit.
You're not getting anything. Yeah, I've also seen that. Black and Hispanic adults, those with lower incomes and the uninsured, are particularly likely to report problems affording healthcare in the past year. The cost of healthcare can lead to some to put off healthcare. I think a lot of people are doing that. About 1/3 of adults say that in the past 12 months they have skipped or postponed getting healthcare they needed because of the cost. I would bet you that number is probably higher. Notably, 75% of uninsured adults under age 65 say they went without needed care because of the cost. Then there is the segment of the population, not unlike myself, who just doesn't. If I'm not sick, if I don't have a bone broken, I'm not going to the doctor. That's something I learned from the older generation. They just didn't go to the doctor. My grandma and grandpa, people like that, they didn't. Nobody went to the fucking doctor until they got sick.
Devil's advocate. A lot of men out there don't go to the doctor when they should go to the doctor, and it's not because of costs. They just can't be bothered, until one of their nuts falls off and they wind up, circling the drain. They're like, well, maybe I should have seen that doctor.
Keep your surgical gloved finger out of my rectum.
Yeah. That is going to happen.
A lot of guys. We don't want we don't want any of your sphincter inspections. Just no.
I got some stories about that one.
Yeah, had enough with that, with the freaking airborne every 6 months. Why? Why did they do that every 6 months?
I don't know. It's crazy.
God. Okay, where were we?
Sorry, man.
I'm traumatized. I'm having latex nightmares. That sounded wrong. No homo. Those who are covered by health insurance are not immune to the burden of healthcare costs. That is extremely true. Almost 4 in 10 insured adults under the age of 65 worry about affording their monthly insurance premiums, and large shares of adults with employer-sponsored insurances marketplace coverage rates their insurance as fair or poor. One of the big things is the damn deductibles. You get insurance, right? Okay, I've got insurance. I'm paying $900 a month for insurance. I'm covered. Okay, that's $11,000 a year I'm shelling out for insurance. Nothing happens to me for 5 years. That's $33,000 I should have built up, right? No.
Correct.
You get to the doctor, you get like something breaks, and you get a medical bill for $1,200 or $12,000. You can think, okay, I've got $33,000 worth of insurance bill backed up. No, you still have like an $8,000 deductible, and a lot of these insurance companies are doing exactly that. They practically bill you a whole year's worth on the deductible, which just crushes people, because what am I paying all this insurance for? If I get hurt,
you're just giving them free money.
Yeah, it's fraud. It's absolutely fraud, the way they take these payments and sit down and here, math it, Pop. Let's say I'm paying $923 a month, and I pay that for 3 years. That's 36.
Yeah. 900 what?
$923 a month over 36 months.
All right, so it's 9,000 plus another 1,800. That's 10,800 bucks rounded times 3, 30,000. It's like $32,000.
Right, and that's what I paid into insurance, and then I break my knee and I need reconstruction, and that comes to like $16,000, and then your insurance company comes at you and says, "Oh, you got to pay this $8,000 deductible first." Well, where the fuck is my $33,000?
Yeah, that's right.
What have you done with my money that I paid into insurance? Now, one of the things that I know is out there, I didn't look into this. I probably should. I know people have healthcare savings accounts for exactly this scenario. And they'll dump money into these healthcare savings accounts over time and just, fuck it, I'm not getting insurance. Or they'll get the bare minimum of insurance and never use it.
Well,
and if something goes wrong, and if something goes really wrong, like a cancer or something like that, where you're talking $150,000.
Yep. Well, when I was working at Edward Jones, when I took the position, day one, I show up. They immediately, I had a health savings account, and I think they just put 10 G's in there to start.
Oh,
and then I threw more money as it went along, and then you got, it was Blue Cross Blue Shield back then was what they were using.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was cool.
Wow.
But
that's a good one.
Savings account goes a long way to helping shit pay for that deductible.
Well, for the little stuff. For the deductible, that'd be great. But for little stuff, that helps too. You don't even have to touch insurance. You don't even have to fucking look at it. Which is kind of a
finger,
Yeah. Well, that goes right to this: the difficulty affording costs. Many adults have trouble affording healthcare costs, while lower income and uninsured adults are the most likely to report this. Those with health insurance and those with higher incomes are not immune to the cost of medical care. Just under half of U.S. adults say that it is very or somewhat difficult for them to afford their own healthcare costs. Uninsured adults, all under the age of 65, are much more likely to say affording healthcare costs is difficult compared to those with healthcare coverage. Additionally, a slight majority of Hispanic adults and half of Black adults report difficulty affording healthcare costs compared to about 4 in 10 white adults. I think they made that about race for no reason, because I did not see that.
What we have,
I saw the opposite when I was in personal injury. Our Black clients, point blank, almost always ended up getting their healthcare coverage. But that was not always the case with our white clients.
Yep.
So I saw firsthand the opposite effect there.
I'm just wondering when that is going to generate the lawsuits, because that's reverse discrimination.
Yeah, pretty much.
Opinion.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I remember taking my dog Ranger to the vet when he got attacked by a dog.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't get me started on vet bills.
Yeah, he got a bunch of stitches and shit like that, and I got the bill, and I was like, it was like $700.
Yeah,
like it's not that bad.
Just taking our dog Midnight to get a checkup was $300.
Yeah,
and they wanted $3,000 to do dental work on our 15-year-old dachshund. I'm like, she's 15 years old to begin with, and she's a dachshund. if you do major surgery on her, it's probably going to kill her. So guess what? I'm just going to take her home, make her comfortable, and do the best I can to clean her teeth until this goes away. And that ended up working. Because they wanted $3,000 to do dental work on a 15-year-old dachshund. I'm like, you're probably going to kill my dog for $3,000.
Yeah,
fuck you.
That's not worth it.
I will take the dog home and care for the dog myself. And that way, if the dog dies, it's my fault. I can accept that, and move along from there.
Yeah, we might have to get a new camera for the lair here, because if this camera gets out, it's actually an Elgato. It's supposed to be like a middle tier camera.
I got one of those.
If you guys are watching the show, you'll see like squiggly lines through the screen from time to time. We're having a hardware issue.
What we need probably is to have it looked at by a 17th level wizard.
Yes, we'll probably have to call in reinforcements,
because chances are you touched it or walked too close to it.
I fucked it up. Yes.
Yeah.
My mojo. My Murphy mojo.
Just admit it. Yeah. Yeah. And this one cracks me up here. Have healthcare prices grown in the U.S. over time? You fucking think?
Hey, show us that Grock stuff before we read this, so we can see comparisons.
Oh, right. Hang on.
This is going to blow your mind
here. Yeah, I had a little conversation with Grock. It turns out that if you ask the right questions, you can get Grock to tell you all kinds of things. I asked it to compare healthcare costs between 1988, which is when I first became aware of health insurance at all, and now.
Look at the average incomes.
Average income in 88 was 23,000. Now it's 63,000. That's an increase of 174%. Monthly premiums were 217. No, they weren't. My monthly premium was like $20. My monthly premium was like $20 in 1988. I remember that.
Maybe
now
it's for a family, though.
That might be for a family.
Yeah.
Now it's $2,000, an increase of 822%. 22%. That is straight up fucking usury.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Doctor copays were $7. Yeah, I remember that actually. Now they're $37, which is a 400% increase, but that is also incorrect because if you're not subsidized, it's a lot more than that. Checkups or seeing a specialist, it used to be like $40. I remember that. Now it's $150, which is a 275% increase. Is anybody out there has gone to a specialist recently? If you can toss up the amount you paid to go see a specialist on a single visit, I'd appreciate that. You don't have to put that one in a super chat in particular. I'm watching the Rumble side of the house right now.
All right, so you're talking the specialist?
One visit to a specialist.
All right, so we're going down a rabbit hole here.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
It's relevant because I don't think that $150 for 2025 is correct.
Okay. All right.
I think it is probably double that.
I mean, when you go to see a specialist, you're going to pay specialist prices.
Precisely my point. That is exactly my point.
Okay.
So overall, healthcare costs rose 4.7 times faster than income inflation. For a family of four with $63,000 income in 2025, unsubsidized ACA monthly premium was $2,000. Oh, this is Obamacare.
Yes.
This is specifically Obamacare. There was no Obamacare in 1988. He was still living in Kenya with his husband, Mike, at the time. Oh, sorry. Did I say that? My bad.
Yeah,
adjusted for 1988 prices, income equivalent 23,000 roughly. Average family premium $217 a month. Okay, he's just adjusting. Grock is just mathematically adjusting here. He's not giving actual numbers. I remember at 18 years old, the hotel that I worked at gave health insurance, and it was $20 a month. And that's it. It was $20 a month.
Yeah.
For basic medical care. Now you could get a more thorough plan, which made sense for the females who were married and might be having children at the time.
Or older people.
for an or older people, but for an 18-year-old kid, that was like fantastic. If I needed to go to the doctor, I paid like $5 because I had life insurance or health insurance.
I mean, look at that. I mean, you have your income has gone up 174%, but your monthly premiums have gone up 822%. All right, that is not keeping up with, the market.
Yeah,
you can obviously see the government bump in there.
Yep. Okay, hang on one second. You know what? Do the thing real quick. I need to deal with something real fast.
All right, this is what we got going on. This channel has been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason. We are pulling down roughly 8 to 12% of what we were doing in our heyday between 2013 and 2016. And YouTube is running the same amount of commercials on my demonetized videos as it is on the monetized videos. We're just not getting paid for them. We're doing this to keep people from volunteering for a permanent duty in their horizontal rot slot in the ground because they're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Okay. Now, let's just be honest. Everyone out there knows at least somebody who's self-deleted. And the bad portion is this. It's happening to young men, younger and younger and younger. There is a force out there that is stalking the men of this world. You can't see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, or smell it, but it is killing them just the same. And I am doing everything in my power to prevent that from happening. And I'm doing it with logic, reason, and comedy. And I would say for one guy with a shoestring budget, with bottom of the barrel equipment that is used and abused, I've been able to pull 563 lives out of the maw of death. And yes, we have another one. We will be.
Whoa, I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, we're going to read him into the record. I think me and Blake are going to read that one into the record either this Thursday or next Thursday.
Okay.
And
so Blake's going to be on this Thursday show?
He might. I believe so.
I hope so, because it's going to be funny as fuck.
Well, Blake he wants to come back and do 2 shows a month on Thursday.
Okay.
So he doesn't want to be totally out of the game. And I get it. Yeah. Because listen, I mean, how often do you get a chance to be part of something that is good?
He put his fucking heart and soul into a lot of this too, dude. He's a really good dude. Yeah. I really like him.
He's savagely good.
Yeah, he was a little squirrely in the beginning.
Yes,
he was unsure whether or not you were going to kill him. It's the scene from The Princess Bride. Good night, Wesley. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
Well, he did look like a popsicle stick with an orange on for a head. That huge mama wrecker.
That's true. He still has a big. Every time I sit where you're sitting, and he's been there, and he's had those headphones on, it's like he's got them opened all the way up. I don't know what the hell's going on with his head. Let's get back to where the fuck we were here with this.
This thing I got from Grock right here, and anyone can do this. You can go to ChatGPT, Grock, any of the AIs, ask the same questions, and you'll get comparable answers.
Listen to me on this. You have to learn to ask your questions correctly. You cannot be vague. You cannot imply. You cannot insinuate. It must be a direct question. And if it has a parameter, you must include the parameter as well. I want to see all health insurance rates from 1988 to 2025, including whatever additional things you want to see. When you ask these AIs questions to get information like this, precision is everything.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Precision.
It is what it is. You're literally talking to a machine. So it's not going to go, oh, I think he means this. It does not work that way.
No.
It is a simulation of intelligence. It is not actual intelligence.
Thank God.
Therefore, you have to kind of spoon. Yeah. Therefore, you have to kind of spoon feed it. I'm actually going to not look at that right now. We've got something going on in one of the chats. I'll tell you later. But anyway,
I know we have Hammerhand in the house and
going batshit over there. He's absolutely going batshit. God bless you, man.
Thank you. And we'll get to the super chats at the end. That's how we handle business.
We will, but I saw those going by. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I asked Grock, insured categorically does not equal serviced. What I mean by that is having health insurance doesn't mean you're getting health care. Those are not the same things. For those individuals purchasing commercial healthcare plans, copays are grossly inflated by insurance companies. Only individuals on EBT or other state welfare programs are able to bypass this problem. That is from personal experience. It's from the law firm I worked at. That's what I'm talking about. Those individuals who entirely exist on government handouts. I saw people who were paying, they got a 2-bedroom apartment for $1,800 a month. What do they pay out of their pocket?
I don't know.
$52.
Wow.
You're paying the rest.
Yeah.
You're paying the rest. There's a whole culture out there that does this. There's
Correct.
a whole culture, thousands and thousands and thousands of them, probably hundreds of thousands.
Like my mother is in a rest home now, and the only reason she could stay there is, I believe, Medicaid. But the thing is she had to surrender a $300,000 whole life insurance policy.
And she's also been paying into it her entire life.
Correct.
Your mother, no matter, I don't know her as well as I should, I suppose.
Well, she was mean. She was mean to you.
What she was mean to me. That's what I was trying to dance around there.
No, you can be honest.
That's fine. That's fine. True. But what I do know is that woman worked her whole freaking life.
Correct.
She worked. And she earned that Medicaid.
Well,
she shouldn't have to surrender a damn thing.
But the thing with Medicare, Medicaid, I don't remember which one. If you have any assets, the government takes them. So literally, like we signed over her whole life insurance policies. Just so
not for the EBT card holders.
Yes. They get it for free. And listen, nothing is free, okay?
No, we pay for it.
Well, here's the thing.
You and me, we pay for that shit.
Well, I did 33 years in the military.
Right.
I understand nothing. There is nothing free in this world. And I would say not even love unless it comes from a dog.
Right.
So, yeah. And it just bothers the shit out of me that there's a whole culture out there who just says, fuck it, and they just leech off the system. That really makes me mad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's infuriating. That is absolutely fucking infuriating that goes on. Yeah, that was, I mean, it's straight up. I know for a fact that because her store downtown where you and I spent our early teenage years, that was there. When did she start that? In the mid 80s?
Yeah, I would say somewhere in the 80s.
Yeah, because I remember that place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she fucked up and financed it with credit cards and lost her primary house.
Right
while I was going through a divorce, and I had to actually move her into my house that I was trying to buy at the time. It was it was a clusterfuck of monumental proportions.
Outstanding. Fucking standing. So anyway, Grock, I said insured category does not equal service. Grock says, valid point. Being insured doesn't always mean affordable service. The ACA, Obamacare, caps annual out-of-pocket max at $9,450 per individual for 2025 commercial plans. Deductibles average $20 to $25. Visit often higher without subsidies. There you go. Medicaid via welfare like EBT. Medicare, by the way, is partial. Medicaid is everything. Medicare, partial, Medicaid, everything. Medicaid via welfare like EBT typically has a $0 to $4 copays for eligibles. Expiring enhanced credits are inflating costs by 75% on average. Renewals are needed. And then I said, often higher without subsidies. Assume 0 subsidies. Now what do copays average? See, you have to guide Grock's hand.
Okay.
Grock, without subsidies, no premium tax credits or cost-sharing deductions. Average copays in ACA Marketplace are $30 for primary care and $55 for specialists in 2024 data. Varying by state and plan tier, higher in the bronze tiers, which is the bottom tier. There's like bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, I think, are the levels. But the thing is, what ends up happening is I'm going to remove that from the stage and add that one to the stage. The health insurance companies are raising their rates, period. We know that they are. We saw the 822%. We just saw it. They continue to raise their rates, and they continue to deny any claims. And you have to literally hire lawyers. The lawyer that I worked for existed because of that.
Yeah.
That firm specifically exists because this exists.
And explain, like, if they win in court and the person gets a judgment, that judgment goes to the person, and then legal fees are above and beyond that.
That is correct. Oh, yeah, this is a good thing to know. This is a very good thing to know. If you do have to go to court against an insurance company and get claims, and it is determined that you are eligible for damages caused by the insurance company, like emotional and physical damages, and the time thing that Pop was talking about, where you have to sue them and it takes 2 years, and all during that time you suffer. If you get pain and suffering and emotional damages from the court, let's say it's $20,000, right? The general assumption by the public is that the lawyer fee is then taken from that amount. At least in the state of Michigan, I'm going to caveat this because I don't know about the other states, but at least in the state of Michigan, that is not the case. The lawyer fees are above and added to the award. So in Michigan, if you get $20,000, the lawyer gets 1/3 of $20,000, but it's not from your $20,000. The insurance company also pays that.
Yeah.
And the insurance companies, I've seen this over and over and over again, they will fight hoping that you aren't smart enough to hire an attorney, but then when you hire an attorney, they'll usually settle, which means they have so much money that they don't care about paying you for pain and suffering and then paying that attorney on top of that.
Yeah.
That's how much money the insurance companies are racking in.
God damn, that's just fucked up when you think about it.
And you're talking anywhere from $3,000 to $200,000 in a settlement on average that I saw.
Yeah, but
that was the rough span.
I have no idea how we're going to fix this. I really don't, because involving the government more in this is just going to make it worse.
One, the government needs to be removed from it.
Yes.
Two, the legal requirement to have health insurance must be removed. It's got to be removed. There shouldn't be a law that dictates that you have insurance.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
It's silly. It's unnecessary. All it is a way to entrap people.
What are you talking about? We're already taxing people on their income. We tax them what they spend their money on.
Yes.
You have to pay property taxes every year, which is you're leasing your property from the government. They are taxing you 3 ways to Sunday, and now they're whatever savings you possibly could have put away for your future, or maybe starting your own hustle or whatever, you can't afford it now because you're paying all your fucking money for health insurance. Like, what the fuck is that bullshit? And on top of that, we have an insane vax schedule, which is causing all kinds of problems. We're eating shit food, which is causing more health problems. I mean, hell, when I was a kid, I didn't even know any children who were diabetic. It was not a thing. I think we had like one person with who was mentally compromised, and he had cerebral palsy because he was born that way.
Mm-hmm.
Autism wasn't a thing, and now it's like a 1 in 40 chance you're going to get autism if you're born today. Like there's something fucking broken. We need to figure out what it is, put our boot on its neck, and rub it out of fucking existence. Because I'm sick of this shit.
Are you good?
I should have got a beer. I'm getting worked up. God damn it.
Are you good? You're all kinds of fucking spun up.
Well, because I watched my.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Yep.
Granted, he ate himself to death, but the last 2 years of his fucking life were absolutely miserable because the health insurance company said, "Fuck you, we're not treating you. It's over." He had to go to fucking court, and he won, and then he died 6 weeks fucking later. They fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Okay, they 50% killed him. The other half was him with his fucking
what they did.
elbow.
What they did, Pop, was they knew that he would die, so all they had to do was stretch it out until he died.
No, but here's the thing: is when you looked at I remember looking this up on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Life expectancy for lymphedema.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was 8 to 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And right around year 12, 13 is when they pulled that bullshit. They just pulled the rug out from underneath him.
Yeah.
How he lived for another 2 years after that is beyond me. I have no idea how he did.
Sheer willpower.
Yeah.
He was a stubborn motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
I
he
knew
was. That's why we were friends, because
I absolutely knew him. Yeah.
I'm a stubborn motherfucker.
Yep. Absolutely a stubborn motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a shame that happened to him. He was, in my estimation, at least a pretty good dude.
Oh no, he was a good. He's technically my brother.
He was a good human being.
Family now,
yeah.
Like his daughter. I
yeah,
see
you take care of his daughter.
Yeah. I'm just that kind of guy. If you're like a friend of mine, and you pass away or go to prison or something fucked up, I cannot in good conscience stand there and let your family get fucked up without at least trying to help.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes me weak. I'll take that label.
No, it doesn't. That's the way we are. It's the way our world is wired. I can't remember how many times one of our guys would end up in the fucking hospital, and like everybody is over at the house, making sure the wife is okay, taking the kids out to a movie, all of a sudden those kids have 73 uncles,
Yeah.
Our culture was wired that way. Like a family would go out and have a barbecue, and like one guy from the unit would hear about it. And all of a sudden there's like 100 people there, and they've all brought something, and now you've got this huge barbecue going on.
Yeah. And like, I'm getting older. I have health issues, and I mean, it's just a nature of the beast. The longer you stay on this planet, the closer to death you will grow, and the more anchor points, which will drag you into the 6 foot deep horizontal rot slot, will appear.
What is it with you and the phrase horizontal rot slot tonight?
Well, I don't know. I came up with that a couple months ago, and I was taking a shower today, and I'm like, I think I should probably use that some more. Yeah. I don't know. It's just some lingo I like. It's a popism. I have all kinds.
It is a popism. I know that. Yeah, and we're not being grim. It's just reality. We grow old and we die. It's what we do.
Yeah.
It is the nature of the human being. It's what you leave behind. One of my favorite expressions of all time is every man dies 2 deaths. The first one is when you shuffle off this mortal coil. And the second one is the last time anybody says your name.
That is sad, but true. It is sad, but true.
Well, it's not sad. It's a goal to work toward. Like, for example, my wife's grandfather, he started a band, like a brass band, like big band music, like Glenn Miller type stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s. He was old already. He was in his 80s already. And this band kind of took off and kept going. And last I think it was this past winter, she and I went to see a performance of this band, and sure enough, they've got the banner, one of those embroidered banners and everything, and it's got the old guy's name at the top.
Yeah.
He's immortal.
Nice.
He has not died the second death and will not, as long as that band continues. And it's going strong. The auditorium was packed to see this band play. They were really so. Yeah, everybody gets 2 deaths. You can not prevent the first one, but you can prevent or delay the second one for quite some time.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah,
you're right.
Anyway, no shit. There we were.
We're getting so grim tonight. I'm so sorry.
We're not getting grim.
All right, now
hang on. What's grim about that? We all go.
Let's put this out to the viewers since we're at peak viewer right now. Next Tuesday, we are going to cover the deep state and where it originated from. We even have a line graph drawing of all the people who are involved in the deep state now. It is insane.
I may or may not be responsible for that.
Oh yeah.
I did that thing that I do, or that I used to do.
Actually, tune in and see, the origins of the deep state, and we're
basically
in the weeds on that one.
I got a wild hair up my ass because I could see all of the stuff going on in our government right now. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? So I started digging, and I found basically patient zero. And I started doing some more digging, and I'm like, holy shit. And there it was. So yeah, next Tuesday, we're going to have a little fun with that.
Oh yeah.
That should be amusing. Meanwhile, back in our own personal hell over here, health insurers are still denying claims despite breaking state laws. I just went over this. They deny claims all the time.
All the time.
All
there's no mechanism in place to punish them for doing this.
Yes.
Like, what good is a law if it doesn't have any fucking teeth?
Yeah.
It's not a law. It is. It's basically nagging. Register. You're just legally nagging at somebody.
Hang on. I think I've got to archive this one.
Ah ha ha.
It did the old, you need to. Yeah.
Oh, one more step. You are not a robot.
We just can't register with every website. We are unable to register for every website. That's so let's see what happens. Some people are fighting back. I'm going to let that one. It's going to take that one a second to go through the archives process. So we'll do this one first. My $30,000 health insurance claim was denied. That I tweeted about it. The graphic is as predicted. Public shaming works, but it's also a sign of how broken the appeals process is in the U.S. healthcare industry. Now, people always cry about this shit, but guess what? Public influence is a thing. Public influence is a thing, and a lot of these companies fear bad exposure. And especially if that bad exposure mounts and builds and becomes, and social media is the new news. The lamestream media is dead. It's done. It's no longer effective at all. Hardly anybody watches it. So if you can get something like this into social media and it takes off, you get, in December 2016, I was hospitalized with severe electrolyte abnormalities that were causing fatigue, muscle cramps, and chest discomfort. That's called malnutrition, sweetie. I received care at my local hospital, which was nationally ranked both overall and treatment of endocrine conditions, and I recovered fully. A month later, my heart sank as I received a letter from Aetna informing me that the hospitalization amounting to nearly $30,000 in treatment had been deemed not medically necessary. She was dying. It was kind of necessary. The case had seemed crystal clear. My calcium level was below the critical value of 6.0. My magnesium and potassium levels were likewise below normal. This is absolutely malnutrition.
That
is
fast food right there.
That is classic malnutrition right there. Wow. I was experiencing chest discomfort and pain and was at risk of cardiac arrhythmia. What's more, I was struggling to keep oral medications down, making it more difficult to recalibrate my electrolyte levels at home. That happens, sweetie, when you eat too much fucking Burger King, okay?
Yes.
My admission was a slam dunk, endorsed by both the emergency medicine and
the endocrine physicians.
physicians. Yeah, I had a pop-up window pop up there. Sorry. But in the insurer's eyes, the treatment was not necessary. I was a new political science professor, busy juggling new courses between classes. I called it and I tried to resolve the matter, but long wait times were exasperating. Instead, I tweeted my frustrations about denial and tagged the company. I did not know if they would respond, but I wanted whoever monitored the account to be made aware. To my surprise, Aetna replied, inviting me to connect with them. When I did so, they provided a social media specific email that I could contact. I explained my issue very plainly over email, saying they needed multiple days of intravenous calcium replenishment and fluids and cardiac monitoring before I could be safely discharged to go eat more Burger King and put myself back in the exact same situation.
Yep.
Soon, an Aetna staffer informed me by phone they could not see why the claim was denied, and it may have been an error. The denial was reversed before I ever saw a hospital bill. The point being exactly what I said at the beginning of this.
That was probably an AI denial.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly correct.
Because let's be honest, this is the way I see AI in this particular scenario. AI is either it's on or it's off. It's black or it's white. You're not going to get gray area with
ones
AI.
and zeros, baby. Ones and zeros.
When you talk to a human being, especially one that has some life experience, and like, well, yeah, if they said it was fucking, you needed that, you need it or you'll die, then it is medically necessary.
Yeah.
Where an AI is like, well, you know, fuck it.
An AI is incapable of empathy,
compassion,
sympathy, compassion,
and mercy,
or any of the other mercy or understanding. Anything from an AI that looks anything like that is just a simulation based solely on what the AI has seen in files, in other web pages, in papers, what have you. They're incapable of any of that. So insurance companies will argue it's the perfect tool for rejecting or approving claims, when in fact it is the worst possible tool because it cannot account for the human condition.
Correct.
Which is something like this. Now, as I said throughout that article that I just read, when I read what she had, she clearly did that to herself. Okay. Those were all the classical symptoms of malnutrition. And she's got a degree in political science, which means she has an income, and dehydration.
Yeah.
She has a degree in political science, which means she has the income, theoretically, at least, to eat like a normal person. It's not like this person is from Eritrea or Ghana, where there might be problem getting actual food.
Correct.
So this person ate herself into that hole.
Yeah.
Point blank. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, granted, you could be an absolute jackass with yourself, and then you walk into the hospital and everyone has to pay for your shit.
Yeah. I mean, I put myself in that situation. I'm a fat fuck right now. I am, point blank. But this morning, the you fat fuck dam on the river broke. And I went out and walked 5 miles hard with a sweatshirt on in 82 degrees because I know that that's how I'm going to burn the calories off. I just had to reach that point. I know that it's my responsibility. I know that I put myself here. But you get these people like this, they eat themselves into these problems.
Or they smoke. Or they
any number of things.
Yeah.
Any number of things.
I get it.
Any number of things. But they won't take responsibility for themselves. And that, I will admit, irritates the ass out of me. Straight up irritates the ass out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
And then, of course, the government programs where they're the ACA and all that stuff, and that's just straight up Bolshevik nonsense.
Drink.
That whole I had to slide one in there. So one of the things that ends up happening is fighting with insurance companies becomes your full-time job. Let's move this up a little bit so we can read it.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Erin Massey is busy in her day job as a scientist at a biotech company, which means she has a decent income. Those people do not come cheap. At least she has another job too, trying to convince her insurer, Cigna, to pay for a medication she needs for her insomnia. You don't need medication for insomnia.
I take medication for insomnia.
What's that?
I take it for insomnia.
Yeah, but you've been like through 3 wars.
Yes, I know.
This chick works in a biolab, which is doesn't rate. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
You've literally been blown up, smashed against the ground, run over, God knows what else.
Yeah.
Your internal circuit boards are damaged, man.
Correct.
Okay. So you make sense. This does not make sense. Anyway, Primera, Massey's previous insurer through another employer, covered the medication and the doctor deemed it medically necessary and had filled out numerous forms saying so. But Cigna repeatedly denied her request for the insurance company to cover the medication. The medication is QVivic.
Never heard of
Wifey
it.
will know what that is. I'll have to ask the wife. She knows all of that stuff.
Probably some
QVivic.
kind of brain chemistry shit.
QUVIVIQ is for insomnia.
Huh.
Massey estimates that she spends 8 to 10 hours a week working on getting the medication covered, talking to Cigna representatives, filling out forms, writing appeals, and otherwise researching how to convince Cigna that the medication is essential for her health. Here's the thing. We're talking essentially about sleeping pills, obviously.
Uh-huh.
How expensive are these that she needs insurance to cover it?
Well,
and why
shouldn't
won't
be that
a
much.
normal sleeping aid do the job?
I mean, I fought a similar battle with the VA in regards to my high blood pressure meds.
That's high blood pressure. This is I can't sleep.
I know, but the thing is I was taking this blood pressure medicine for quite some time. I was used to it. I've tried several ones, and it just made me feel like absolute hammered dog shit.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, like, oh, it's not covered anymore. I'm like, the fuck, it's not. And we went back and forth for a good 2 months, and then
wow,
my Spetsnaz doctor is like, he's like, hey Terrence, I understand you having a problem here. Let's see if we can work it out. And he made some phone calls.
Yeah.
And his buddy who runs a pharmacy is like, yes, I will sell you for the old cost. Don't worry about it. I go in there and I get it for the
Russian. You got the Russian deal.
I get the Russian discount, which is cool.
Yeah. You got the Eastern promises.
But it went from like, I go pick up the medication. It cost me like $21 to go and picking up the same medication and costing $600.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
That's exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Remember, I talked about the providers jacking the prices up. All of the pharma stuff. We really need to look. I got to convince the wife to come on and do this because she knows all of this stuff off the top of her head. There's a thing, and I may get this wrong, honey. If you're listening, just bear with me. But basically, it works like this: the pharma companies will create a drug. And it's basically a designer patent. And every once in a while, they throw in a button-pushing monkey. But what really happens is they get the patent and they get the license to sell this drug, and they will deny the ability to produce a generic for a lesser cost so that they can make maximum profits. And only after a few years will they allow the generic to come out so that people with less income can afford the drug. Meanwhile, the price of that drug is through the fucking roof.
Yes. And they claim it's to recover research and testing costs.
Right. Yeah. Wifey will be able to cover that in more exquisite detail, but we really need to do a show on that. We've been talking about it for like a year and a half now. I'll just figure we'll have to get her a button pushing monkey style background because she doesn't want to do the actual camera thing.
That's fine. Not a problem.
Anyway, where were we? Yes, that's right. We were over here. Americans spend at least 12 million hours a week calling their health insurance companies, according to a Gallup poll. They do this because of the complicated nature of the American healthcare system, which often requires pre-authorizations for procedures, essentially a green light from the insurer deeming the procedure medically necessary and covered by insurance. That frequently ends up in denials for care. For this, again, experience in personal injury law. About 45% of insured working age adults received medical bill or were charged a co-payment for service in the last year that they thought they should have been free or covered by insurance, according to a 2024 Commonwealth Fund study. All of the links will be in. Jimmy does all of the links. He'll tell you all about where you can find all of the links when we're done here. And 17% of adults were, like Massey, denied coverage for care recommended by a doctor. That part blows my mind, because if the doctor recommends it, that's like what you're looking for, right? Apparently not.
All right, so hang on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You're a meat suit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not feeling well. You go talk to another professional meat suit who went to school for about 12 to 15 years to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
He makes a recommendation. Your meat suit is jacked up and you need a medication x-ray.
Right.
And then you have people in a box somewhere thousands of miles away going, we think the doctor's wrong. We're not paying for it. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is... What
just happened there?
Sorry, my mouse is starting to piss me the fuck off. It's going to get tossed in the trash, and I'm going to go get a new one.
Pop, send Jimmy a new mouse. Like, what that was weird, because it kind of worked, but it was obviously off key there.
Trust me, it's been a pain in my fucking dick for like the past week or so. You click to hold the copy and paste, and it doesn't select everything, and
I gotcha.
New mouse. My apologies, gentlemen.
Don't worry about it.
I was getting some stuff and things ready for the show.
It's all good. Well, this is a shoestring budget show, so
that is.
What do you got to do?
That is okay. Where the fuck were we? What just happened there?
Well, we've been knocked in the weeds a couple times.
We haven't knocked in the weeds a couple of times. Let's go with this one because it's got an interesting headline. Denials of health insurance claims are rising and getting weirder, which is right up our alley.
Weird? No.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird, bro.
Don't make it weird, bro. Seriously. Millions of Americans in the past few years have run into this experience, filing a healthcare insurance claim that once might have been immediately paid, but instead it is just as quickly denied. If the experience and the insurer's explanation often seem arbitrary and absurd because it might be because companies appear increasingly likely to employ computer algorithms and AI, or people with little relevant experience to issue rapid-fire denials of claims. I know this to be true. Also, again, see law firm. Sometimes bundles at a time without reviewing the patient's medical chart. A job title at one company was denial nurse. It is a handy way for insurers to keep revenue high and just the sort of thing that provisions the Affordable Health Care Act were meant to prevent, because the law prohibited insurers from deploying previously profit-protecting measures, such as refusing to cover patients with pre-existing conditions. The author worried that the insurers would compensate by increasing the number of denials, which is exactly what they did. And so the law tasked the Department of Health and Human Services with monitoring denials. There's a link to the PDF in there if you're interested afterward. Both by health plans on the Obamacare marketplace and those offered through employers and insurers. It has not fulfilled this assignment. Big shock. Everybody make the face. Thus, denials have become another predictable, miserable part of the patient experience, with countless Americans unjustly being forced to pay out of pocket or faced with that prospect, foregoing needed medical help. Sometimes the insurer's denials defy not just medical standards, but also plain old human logic. Here's a sampling. This is what I wanted to get to right here. Dean Patterson of Los Angeles said he was shocked when payment was denied for a heart procedure to treat an arrhythmia, which had caused him to faint with a heart rate of 300 beats per minute. Dude, you should be dead.
Yes.
After all,
he had 25. It gets pretty.
That's like hummingbird speeds, man.
Yep.
After all, he had the insurer's pre-approval for the expensive $143,206 intervention. More confusing still, the denial letter said the claim had been rejected because he had asked for coverage for injections into the nerves in your spine. He had not. That were not medically needed. Oh, really? Months later, after dozens of calls and patient advocate assistance, the situation is still not resolved. Next item. An insurer's letter was sent directly to a newborn child, denying coverage for his 4th day in a neonatal intensive care unit. You are, get this. You are drinking from a bottle, the notification said, and you are breathing on your own. If only the baby could read.
Wow.
Next item. Deirdre O'Reilly's college-age son suffering a life-threatening anaphylactic allergic reaction was saved by epinephrine shots and steroids administered intravenously in a hospital emergency room. This is something that they do. His mother, utterly relieved by that news, was less pleased to be informed by the family's insurer that the treatment was not medically necessary. Guy was dying.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, he was going to burn in, baby.
God, it's just insane. As it happens, O'Reilly is an intensive care physician at the University of Vermont. The worst part was not the money we owed, she said, of the $4,792 bill, which is really not that bad, but still. The worst part was that the denial letter made no sense, mostly pages of gobbledygook. She filed appeals so far without success. Some denials, of course, are well considered, and some insurers deny only 2% of claims. In my experience, it's a lot higher than that. Always, invariably. The KFF study found, but for the increase in denials and the often strange rationales offered, might be explained in part by ProPublica investigation of Cigna, an insurance giant with 170 million customers worldwide. So Cigna, let's say they're taking in anywhere from $200 to $2,000 per head per month. Do the math there. 170 million customers. And they, wow. ProPublica's investigation published in March found that an automated system called PXDX allowed Cigna medical reviewers to sign off on 50 charts in 10 seconds, presumably without examining the patient's medical records. Decades ago, insurance reviews were reserved for a tiny fraction of expensive treatments to make sure providers were not ordering with an eye on profit instead of patient needs. So it's exactly what we posited it at the beginning. I'm going to skip down here a little bit. Challenging a denial can take hours of patients' and doctors' time. Most people don't have the knowledge or stamina to take on the task unless the bill is especially large or the treatment obviously life-saving. And the process for larger claims is often fabulously complicated. The ACA clearly stated that HHS shall collect the data on denials from private health insurers and group health plans and is supposed to make that information publicly available. The data are also supposed to be available to state insurance commissioners who share with HHS the duties of oversight trying to curb abuse. Does anybody else here smell apathetic federal workers and greased pockets in the state insurance commissioners?
Or bureaucracy bitches.
I just said that, though.
I know.
I was just specific about the type.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bureaucracy bunch of bitches doing shit like that.
Absolutely.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
Right. A company stays in business when it makes money. All right.
Yeah.
But at some point, there needs to be some oversight going, wait a minute. You're denying all of these people. You have this huge amount of fucking profit. There's the laws on the books don't have any teeth, so you're not really going to get dinged for it. So what the fuck is going on here?
And I happen to know these insurance companies hire brigades of lawyers.
Yes.
To do all of this work for them. So there you have that.
Yeah, we got St. George saying, sounds like the VA disability, deny everything. If you really want it, got to get it in court. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. I've known quite a few guys that have had to take the VA to court. And usually the minute they get the paperwork, they will figure something out.
Right. It's called a settlement, and that is par for the course. But as we just pointed out, they have so much income that they don't care about this shit.
Well, the VA will usually, before it gets to that point, be like, okay, you needed this treatment, we'll give it to you now.
Yeah.
To try to avoid the settlement thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is precisely the sort of shit they pull. I'm going to share this tab instead. Come over here, hit this button, and say Cigna Healthcare used AI to deny hundreds of thousands of valid health insurance claims, lawsuits allege.
What's the date on that?
The date on this is going to be very recent. It is July 28th, 2023.
Okay.
Cigna
So
was
AI
already
was
using.
Yeah.
AI really just came into public casual use the way we have it now in the last year and a half.
Well, it's been around for about 8 to 10 years.
Am
I wrong?
I worked on the first AI program overseas that was weaponized against foreign communication systems in 2000.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was
So-
way off, man.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I stand corrected.
We've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
That was really cool to see too. That was really cool project. I can't go into details. Obviously, it is an older project and is probably long since mothballed. But when it showed up and they were like, "Here, make this work against this target," we're like, "Oh, this is so cool."
We can do that.
Yeah, we sucked in over 150 different data feeds in like 10 minutes. Like enemy communications networks, comms on like all kinds, because we had access to all these antennas and stuff. We just sucked in all of this communications and we're like, oh my God, we can see everything. It's crazy.
All right.
Anyway, Cigna Healthcare used AI to deny hundreds of thousands of valid health insurance claims. Lawsuit alleges. After I said that, somebody in the audience's asshole puckered when they realized what we can do. A class action lawsuit has been filed in California against the insurance company Cigna, alleging that they used an algorithm to review and ultimately reject hundreds of thousands of health insurance claims filed by patients. In many cases, the doctors approved the denials without taking the time to review each individual case. I guarantee you that was true. According to the suit, this is a violation of California state law requiring insurers to carry out a thorough, fair, and objective investigation into every claim. It's only your life, after all.
Yes.
Instead of giving each case the individual attention it deserves, the company trusts its PXDX algorithm, which is an AI, which they use to help reduce their labor costs by decreasing the amount of time. So they're increasing their profit while denying hundreds of thousands of claims.
And some of those people probably died.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Some of those people died. This is probably one of the most cynical articles we've read tonight. This is incredibly cynical. The suit states, relying on the PXDX system, Cigna's doctors instantly reject claims on medical grounds without ever opening patient files, leaving thousands of patients effectively without coverage and with unexpected bills. In one particularly concerning case, a California woman received an ultrasound at her doctor's orders because they suspected she could have an ovarian cancer. Although a cyst was found on her left ovary, Cigna denied the claim for both the ultrasound and a follow-up procedure on the grounds that they were not medically necessary. As a result, she had to cover the cost of these ultrasounds herself. Her situation is far from an outlier. Numerous other patients had a similar experience. According to the suit, the scope of this problem is massive. For example, over a period of 2 months in 2022, listen to this, Cigna doctors denied over 300,000 claims using this PXDX. Wow. Spending an average of just 1.2 seconds reviewing each request. In many cases, patients appealed. Roughly 80% of the appeals resulted in the initial decisions being overturned. But some people don't know that they can appeal. They don't know how to do that at all.
Or they might not have the time.
Yeah. Or the resources. Yep. That is the most cynical one we've read tonight. That is straight up just.
And here's the most insulting part here. All right. So say they do deny your claim,
mm-hmm.
and the guy dies. You take him to court, and they literally reduce your life and worth to some monetary number that they get away with if they, all right, we'll cough up $2 million. We're sorry.
You're an entry in a spreadsheet. Yeah. You're literally an entry in a spreadsheet to them.
at some point, that is not going to be the answer people want to see.
At some point, healthcare CEOs are going to end up getting surprise haircuts in the street. Oh, wait.
It's already happened.
Yeah, exactly my point. Look, again, not advocating this kind of shit. I'm just saying the conditions have been created for the inevitable to occur.
Correct. Listen, injustice only goes on for so long before people get sick of it. You can go back through all of like the small little wars in Europe, and there were thousands of them over a 500-year period.
Oh, I have a really interesting book on Eastern medieval Europe that is, there were like 130 wars in the space of 4 decades.
Yeah. But all of them revolved around injustice for the most part. Like, we're human beings. We don't handle that well, especially when it goes on to the point where you have loved ones dying because of it.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if you had a child that passed away because they were denied health insurance? You take them to court and you find out that, oh yeah, it took 1.2 seconds to make this decision and your child's dead. Sorry, here's $5 million.
Yeah, somebody asked who the doctors were who made those decisions. It was Cigna Health Insurance.
God, I should have fucking bought some beer. God damn.
You're not feeling. You know you've got a bunch of mead down in the basement.
I can't. I just want to punch shit. I'm getting so mad.
All right. We need to get you one of those boxing dummies there. That's right next to you. When you get pissed off, you just throw the right hook and a couple jabs.
Oh, Jimmy, we're going to send you a bottle of mead.
Yeah, you're getting a bottle of mead, Jimmy.
Sweet.
I think we're going to send you one with the champagne yeast. That shit's really good.
Oh, did you open one of those? Maybe.
Allegedly.
We need to know what we're selling, right? Right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we don't have the license yet. We're working.
I do when I brew all of these batches of mead, when they are ready to go into the bottle, I do have to taste test each one to make sure that I'm not bottling shit. And once or twice I have taste tested the same mead more than once, I will admit.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it just happens.
You got to make sure it's a quality product.
That's correct. Yeah, it's a double blind test. Sure, that's what I'm going with.
So good. All right, Jimmy, we got a lot of super chats tonight. I think we got to roll through these.
All right. All righty. Yep. Hopefully my mouse does not go
start off with the YouTube ones because we had some big.
Yep.
Somebody went berserk on there. God bless
that was
you.
Hammerhand was
Hammerhand, if you're still watching, we need to do a show together, man. Because
hell yeah, that episode was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. We actually had Hammerhand here in the show.
Nice.
Fucking good deal.
Yep. Hosted his own episode, and that was fucking awesome. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Hammerhand is still in the house. He says, anytime, brother. Hell yeah.
We got an 88 Mike who was the truck driver at Camp McCall, the guy who ferried us back and forth, who is interested on coming on the show.
All right.
So we'll see.
Yep. All right. We'll start over here on YouTube as always. We got 315 viewers and 220 likes. Little bit on the light side of the likes there, but I already know Rumble's going to be slacking, so I'll
like and fucking subscribe, you sons of bitches.
I'll refrain from pushing my buttons.
Okay.
But first one comes from Mario Trujillo. That's a good guy. He's here. He's got $10 here. Says last year, both my insurance and the clinic I went to said the other was denying the other. Had them send me the invoices, then resent them, proving they were both fucking around. Luckily, they settled it.
Yeah.
Yep. And all right, I'm going to go through Hammerhand's donations here because he's got not one, not two, not three, but 4.
God damn.
Count them 4. $100 donations. Hammerhand, a gentleman and a scholar.
Wow. Thanks,
you get one of these as well as another one.
Thanks for your continued support.
Hammerhand, you also get one of these because, good sir, we are not worthy.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And Hammerhand's first $100 donation was you hardworking bastards.
Well, we're trying. We're trying, man.
Yeah, we're doing what we can. We got the Valde. Well, that's a new name I haven't heard. That $10 says, thank you for all you guys do. I already have a number. We'll be sending you my story in the near future.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, I would just give them a number. If they said, yeah, you kept me from killing myself. Even if it's a comment. In Second Class Citizen, I believe we went through 3 different servers while that was running with 3 different emails. And all of those emails are gone because the server farms went up in smoke or went out of business or just stopped responding. So that's a lot there because those original videos, Purple Heart's Final Beat, and there's 4 or 5 other ones, are probably responsible for up until 2014-ish, probably a third of the lives saved.
Wow.
And that wasn't even my primary intent. I'm a destroyer. I do this to destroy something. That's it. But if I can save your lives along the way, then fuck it. I'll do that too.
Hell yeah. Yeah, next one we got Sean St. George, who said with $4.99, says, I figured it's your ghost messing with your camera. Just to remind you that they are still here.
Oh, correct. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Here we go. Hammerhand with his other 2 $100 donations in a row. His first one says, fuck it! Here's another one. Fuck it!
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Hammerhand. And the second one here says, do you know how much I like you guys?
Uh-oh.
Don't make it weird, man.
Uh-oh. Don't make it weird, man. I didn't hear a no homo.
Don't make it weird and don't make it gay. Those are the only two rules that we have.
All right. That's right.
Yep. And Hammerhand again says, this is for all the men who can't but want to. His third 100 donation there. Thank you, Hammerhand. So much, actually, his fourth one. Sorry, miscounted. And let's see, Sean St. George. Yep, you guys already covered that one about the VA disability denying everything.
Oh, yeah.
Going to court. And we got Plains Warrior, $2 says, pop here, run to 7-Eleven and get a beer.
Yeah, that would take about 10 minutes because there's always some idiot in there like, I have to pay this.
Yeah.
He's
got to uncrumple 3 or 4 crumpled $1 bills and then dig through some change.
I want to get some scratch tickets.
Yeah. Pull tabs.
Yes.
Oh, pickle cards. That's what they call them around my wear.
Pickle cards. Okay.
Yep. There we go. And last one here on the YouTube is from FMF Veteran for $10. It says, reading The Creature from Jekyll Island by G. Edward Griffin while listening.
That is a worthwhile read. Add to your list Conquest Through Immigration by George Robnett, 1968. Conquest Through Immigration, George Robnett, 1968.
The meat bot invasion.
It makes a lot of the parts of Jekyll Island make sense.
All right.
Yep. I did see someone post on Twitter the other day or last week or something. It's like, what would you do if you had a time machine? I would go back in time, find the iceberg that sank the Titanic and blow it up.
Okay.
All right.
Just saying.
Okay. I can think of a better use of time there, but okay.
Yeah, there's some dots to connect there.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Let's see. Jumping over to the Rumble side, we got 363 with 132 likes. Gentlemen, that is less than 50%. I will not have that on my watch.
There we go. All right.
Why you guys always got to provoke Jimmy?
I don't know, man.
Just hit the fucking like button.
Hit the like button, all that.
We should probably mention a few times as we go along and say like and subscribe, but we just don't do that.
I watch people in the chat do it. People in the chat are like, hit the like button before Jimmy shows up or we're fucked. There's a couple of those. Yeah.
361 viewers, 132 likes. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Come on.
You're fucking up. Fucking up by the numbers, man.
All right. This one I did read. I cannot read it on YouTube, but it is from 68 Barracuda. And, well, let's just say he has some opinions about Mr. Tim Pool. I mean, everybody does.
Oh,
everybody does. It is what it is.
I got you.
You know, we're not faulting you.
We're all entitled to a viewpoint.
That's right.
Yep,
I'm cool with it.
Exactly. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, and that's fine.
Yep.
Let's see. We got N2 Gas here says, "Hey, Pop, nothing against you, but I'm still a little salty that I paid for a handful of super chats on Tim's channel only to get booted out before anyone read them aloud." You're not the only one there, good sir. I threw in a $10 bill. There was another few super chats on YouTube.
But I did have to tell the Pringles can story, which
I know. They were like, "What's with all these Pringles can comments?"
I was like,
that was awesome. You guys really came through on that. That was fucking beautiful.
That was hilarious.
Yep.
Why are they talking about Pringles cans? Pop's like, "Oh, I'll get to that."
Next time, if that happens again, and you guys are notified, when you show up in the chat, to say, hey, he saved my life. He helped me out. Gratitude, all that stuff. I think that would go a lot better.
Hey, Pop.
Yeah.
I am the primary instigator. I told them to tell them the Pringles
cans. Cockaholic, man.
The regiment showed up. The regiment showed up, and the code word was Pringles can.
Go watch the 1 hour that we did that Tuesday night. Jimmy and I talk about it the whole way through. Like, show up and just talk about the Pringles can. That was a planned linear ambush, my friend.
It was hilarious.
That was good.
Yeah, and Jerry Conway jumping in. He's also got something to say. He says, "Pop, please read my comment on this stream I posted 19 hours ago." Oh, excuse me. "Pop, I was highly disappointed that Tim did not even ask you to plug your channels."
That's true. What's that? Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah. Listen, like I said, I was there to assist in stories of the day. He always likes to have fresh people in there, different viewpoints and what have you. Hopefully, if I can get on a culture war and I can really get into that. I can really dig into that, because if I can actually get on a big stage in front of a decent amount of viewers, and when I tell them, hey, I saved, I'm responsible for assisting 500 and some odd, men from not self-deleting.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear the numbers, one thing, but when you pour the dog tags out and they actually see it is a total different animal.
That's really poignant when you do that. That is really drives it home.
Yep. I watched the green room after that show, and
their faces were like,
"Here's my ransom," and you poured out all the dog tags, and they were like, "Holy shit." I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
It packs quite a punch.
Yep.
Let's see. Next one here comes from Steadfast21. Says, circa 1994, orthopedic bill for a broken hand was $1,200 until I told them I was paying cash. The bill was cut in half.
It does happen.
Yep.
Especially if you have a good, small doctor, they'll take care of you like that too.
Yeah.
If it's a big doctor working under basically the footprint of a big hospital, they don't have that kind of leeway.
Nope. Let's see. We got N2 Gas coming in. Says, "Dwarf, I got to speak with a college kid today. She's going into civil engineering. Told me her boyfriend is in the Army NG. I floated the defensible city concept to her. Got raised eyebrows response."
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the buying a town out in the middle of nowhere, Pop. You and I have been talking about that for some years.
Well, if we can get the money, we can make that happen.
That'd be nice. There's
a lot of vets that I would like to see living on.
Yeah, if we had a town that was just us and we could run it our way, it would help a lot of guys who are just not able to come home in their heads. Well, you don't have to. You can just stay here.
And I'm one of them.
There you go. I've never fully. Every day I'm like, "Oh, damn fucking civilians! Why do you do this?" I literally, I do it all the time.
All right, moving on here. We got Ellie Card. Don't worry, Pop. He's not going to try to make you puke yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Ellie Card says, "The dog man called. She says, Pop, have to watch the kids and they want you to sing. Well, we already had a little mini incident of a premature Pop singing. So how about Pop dancing?
Do it anyway.
Rock.
That's green screen abuse.
Jimmy, did you just admit to a premature population?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And Alucard again says, Jimmy, who gave the order to your Night Terror demon to have a file on me? Which one, Angel or the other? That's need to know information that I don't need to know. Sorry, man. Kevin's a good dude, but when it comes to business, he's straight business, and I don't poke and prod, so I like him.
All right.
And so we got 68 Barracuda coming back. Says prior to the Second World War, pretty much nobody had health insurance. Why is that? Battle Hobbit, would you go into detail on that?
It was an unnecessary thing. It was prior to the 1970s, hardly anybody had health insurance. You just didn't need it because a visit to the doctor wasn't that much. And people didn't go to the doctor for every damn thing.
And we didn't have all the illnesses that we have now.
A child in that time had like 2 or 3 vaccinations. It was like measles and mumps, rubella. You got that weird little mark on your arm that a lot of us older fuckers have.
Yep.
And that was it. There wasn't a need for health insurance because nobody regularly saw a doctor until they got well into their like 50s, 60s, 70s. We just didn't go. To this day, I'm 55 years old, and I don't go to the doctor unless I got a broken arm.
I go once a year to get a checkup.
That's
or
fine.
if I have shit that's fucking up, I go now.
Yeah, well, you've reached that window 50, 60, 70 where
Yeah.
The plumbing is coming unjointed and the infrastructure is starting to crumble. And
like my 20s, 30s, and 40s, the only time I interacted with the medical anything was for physicals.
Yep. Or
if I needed to go to a school and I needed to, get medically cleared or something.
Right. Yeah.
That's about it.
The Army sent you to doctors all the time, but when you went to the doctor in the Army, you just went to the doctor. There was no bill at all. You just went.
Yeah. When you're 40 or older, in the pooper.
Yep. As long as the doctor says no homo.
Yeah. You want to hear that.
Yeah. And 68 Barracuda also is requesting Hog Rider. I don't have that queued up in my buttons, but I think this one's the next best thing. Alucard is asking Pop's face on Elvis.
I would probably fit on there quite well. Not the fat Elvis, of course. Unless he had
Unless
he had a Punisher shirt on. I'm going to be honest. Like that Elvis looks like one of my younger nephews. My buddy Pete, his son Andrew.
You're a little light on your feet there, Pop.
I'm not a dancer. Sorry.
There you go. Oh. And we got N2 Gas coming in. And it says, Dwarf, FYI, opened up that census letter. It's legit. Inside, it instructs me to go to the .gov website and use the access code they provided to give me my infos.
Interesting. Keep me posted on that. That guy emailed me on the side this past week asking about all that stuff. So yeah.
Sweet. And Jared Conway coming back says the dude that whacked the CEO of the United Healthcare's family owed thousands of nursing home beds in multiple states. Think there was a connection? I sure do.
Interesting.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't have any insight into that particular case, but that is certainly an eyebrow raiser.
And he's probably going to get the hot shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to give him the death penalty.
Yeah.
Well, Well, it was New York City, so I highly doubt that's going to happen.
He did walk right up behind the guy and pop him.
Yeah, and people walk up behind people and stab each other all the time and set themselves on fire in New York City all the time.
Yeah, but
Those
usually
people
that
get
get
off
with the silencer on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. And we got N2 Gas again says, Dwarf, my former pulmonologist told me if you're healthy, skip medical insurance and just pay cash. It's cheaper.
That's fine.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's a good doctor right there. And N2 Gas again says, lol, Dwarf, your camera is generating gamma ray sparkles.
The gamma ray sparkles are from the green screen effect. I have a green screen behind me that you don't see.
Yes. Well,
That's
we see it. It's just got another picture behind you.
Mother, this fucking mouse again. Of course, I got to get them some things situated here because, well, it's that time.
Oh, come on, man. All right, let's go.
Value card 1776 for $2. Taint Tong, STD snot pocket riddled with spunk, zinc noodles with reddish green chunky yeast infection, period blood, placenta stew with chunky pus, genital warts with herpes going down your throat.
Oh my God, that is so disgusting.
By the way, and for the record, as soon as you sent us that last week, I did in fact text it to Pop.
Yeah.
So when he arrived wherever he was, that was one of the first texts from me that he would have seen.
Did I respond?
So, yeah, you said, damn.
I thought I was going to get away with it. I'm literally in the hotel room like, I don't have to hear that nasty snot pocket zinc pus. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Listen, I'm not mad. Everyone fuck with the regiment, man. Listen, if you poke fun at me and it keeps you alive, I'm cool with it, man. You do what you got to do.
Everybody gets fucked with, man.
Everybody gets fucked with.
Yep. And we got A Flan 07 with $2 says, you put everything in trust before Medicaid. Experience.
Yeah. Okay.
68 Barracuda says the government can't take any assets if you have them in a cold storage wallet. Pop and Battle Hobbit set up an XRP XLM receiver address and move everything to your cold storage every day.
We did set up a wallet on Odyssey. So if you're on Odyssey, we've set up a crypto wallet on there. I need to get back up to speed on the whole crypto thing. I quit fucking with it like in 2021. So, yeah.
All right. Need to scroll up to my other buttons here. Got Alucard. He's actually being nice to you, Pop. Says for Pop, box wine at Catland to Pop to calm down the popster.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
I'm going to be honest, Blake, that was a miracle when you made that video because that shit was hilarious. I think the longer one was made by somebody else, but the original one was made by Blake with a dancing cat.
Outstanding.
Fun.
Yep, definitely has a Billy Von Baum twist to it because your your face is on whatever the fuck that superhero's name is.
Yeah, I know. I think that's Von Baum.
Like Homelander, whatever his name is.
Homelander. Yep. Yeah, that's Homelander.
Alrighty. And we got 68 Barracuda coming back. Says, gents, are you familiar with Cappy's Operation Evil? I bought the book Riches from Bitches by Cairo Copeland. I'm going to sell life insurance to single women.
Oh,
okay.
Outstanding.
There you go. And we got Susan McCarley coming in with $5. Says, shaming / ostracism, the most effective crime deterrent in human history. Before industrialization, it was death sentence for most women and many men.
Yeah,
Correct.
in Asian culture, that's a huge thing. If you are ostracized, you are donezo.
Yeah, and also Susie, thank you for all the support you give the show. It really helps out a lot.
Oh yeah.
We love having you out there. So thank you.
She is the regiment mama out there. So
And
Susie,
hopefully,
we love you.
Yeah, hopefully, what I'm saying is helping you out because, that's why I'm here.
Yep. All right, we got 68 Barracuda coming back. Says AI is capable of empathy. Just ask the laid off Microsoft programmers. Also, how many times have you said the B word tonight, Dwarf?
Just
What,
once.
Bolshevik?
Just once? Oh,
God
oh.
damn it.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Water doesn't count, Pop. I should make you run down to the basement to grab a bottle of mead.
It'd take too long.
Well, Pop, if you can do it in 32 seconds, he's also requesting not the summoning of Beetle Dwarf. He just wants to watch an episode of Dwarf and Nance.
Oh dear.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright, live Dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by, and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made. With laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
That's so disturbing.
I know, but it is believable.
It's funny. Yeah, it is. It's so plausible. That's the disturbing aspect. Is the plausibility there?
It's the best one yet. Let's see. We got N2 Gas says, Pop, I only ever took Ambien once. Never again. It was worse than a bad acid trip.
Wow.
Well, it's not as bad as one of my supply sergeants who had 3 kids. All of them were conceived on Ambien.
Oh no.
Well, I happen to know from firsthand experience that Pop would zombie shop while on Ambien, which produced things like 2 Xboxes, a battle axe, and several cans of ammo.
Yeah.
So,
I did it.
I mean,
Pop, what's all this shit on the porch? There's a battle axe here. Is it sweet? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it then.
I remember when I said that, there was this uncomfortable pause, and he's just like, "What? Yeah, is it cool?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "All right."
That's we got 68 Barracuda come back, says, Battle Hobbit, you should have Mrs. Hobbit on the show with you. I bet she could be absolutely savage.
She is an unstoppable force of nature. I call her the angry pixie. She's a tiny little thing, but she is full of it. We will for a pharma show so that you guys can hear how that industry actually works. She has forgotten more about that industry than most people know.
If you are on Twitter and you follow the Battle Dwarf, his wife is on Twitter.
Yeah, she's in there.
She is savage, and it is awesome.
Yeah, she'll take large chunks out of your face.
All right.
Yep. Let's see. We got Tomahawk here says, Jimmy, what in the hell did you do to rear end your posted on X the other day? Jesus Christ, that thing was torn up. You're gonna have to be more specific on there because I post a lot there.
I feel like there's a homo suspicion point there. He's rear ending things.
Yes.
There was no ending. There was no ending of rears of any sorts. You have to be a little more specific there.
No. No, I don't.
We're good. Move on.
We're good. We don't need to talk anymore about rear-ending things.
Got 16 Barracuda says, my suspicion regarding the weirdness of the denials is that is because the insurance companies are closing in on insolvency. Look into their financials. I bet they are robbing Peter to pay Paul.
You're probably not wrong.
Be surprised if that's true for some of them.
Yep.
Let's see. We got hooliganism. Hey, good to see you there, good sir. He says, I was part of the regiment flash mob in Tim Pool's chat. Hopefully we didn't leave too many Pringles cans for the hired help.
No. Actually, his whole staff they're absolute professionals. I have nothing negative to say.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm an honest
That's
guy, and if
Yeah.
they were fucked up, I would tell you, and they're just not. There's nothing there.
Yep. And watching the after show of you telling the Pringles can story, that was fucking hilarious. It always is when you tell that story.
Yeah. The looks on their faces. Oh God! Really? Oh God!
It was a Ranger School thing. What are you gonna do?
It is a Ranger School thing.
I think the best facial expression was the I can't remember the other side guy, but when you were talking about your time at Abu Ghraib, and Serge clipped over to his face was just like, oh my God.
Listen, that was the most evilest place I've ever been on this planet to date. I just
can believe it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They had a wood chipper in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, and I.
What more do you need?
I did go down to one of, I don't remember which fucking city it was, one of the Aztec fucking things in Mexico. And on this one particular pyramid, they're like, yeah, countless people have been sacrificed. I felt it there. It was really evil, but it was nothing like Abu Ghraib. Maybe because it's fresher in Iraq, but oh my God.
Yep. And Hooliganism doing a test because his last chat didn't post, but I'm looking at it. It did post there, good sir. That's what we got. N2 Gas says, Pop, you need to do a cardboard tabletop game that folds up into a box for the wine bags.
Wow, that would be hilarious. You know what? If we can make the mead company take off and actually make wine, we can easily do that. We would be hated, and we would be absolutely nefarious for it. Comedy gold.
That would be hilarious.
You can do it. Mead comes in a wine. Mead is technically honey wine.
It is.
We can name the wine after certain species of cats.
Yeah, we could do that.
We don't want to alienate potential customers. I'd like the box wine housewife crowd to be buying our mead because we could then sell it in boxes.
Okay. All right.
There you go. And Susan McCarthy coming back says, gentlemen, I would very much like to acquire a bottle of this mead by whatever means required.
And you shall get it.
I responded to that.
Yes.
I responded to that.
We'll give you a bottle. You more than deserve it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We got Will to push forward with $5. That's a new name. Welcome here, good sir. Says, Pop, I'm disappointed Tim Pool didn't emphasize more on the work that you do with your channel. What you do is theme specific, things people must give more attention to. You go into depths others don't go. You got quality content.
Well, thank you,
Thanks,
but there's
we
no money in
appreciate
hope.
Speaking of, Sean St. George actually pinged me on the side in a Twitter message with a bunch of costs for out-of-pocket coverage for specialist visits. Remember we mentioned that?
Yep.
We've got 500, 250, 5,300.
Whoa.
For different specialists. So like I said, it varies with the specialist. It just straight up varies with the specialist. Thanks for that, Sean.
Thank you, man.
Yep. Hell yeah. Sean's a good dude. Good dude indeed. And we got Hooliganism coming back, says, I keep telling Salty Cracker that you give us a piss break.
Okay.
I like Salty Cracker. He's all right. The guy's funny.
He seems good, like good dude.
Yep.
We got a Flan07 with $5 says, I need to write a book on autistic games because I completely crushed your numbers on pay for play.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And we got Tomahawk says, every time I go to the convenience store I get stuck behind some asshole buying all of the lottery tickets.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the redneck retirement plan.
Yep. We got Nick Head P coming in, says maggot infest. Oh, hang on. I just now read it. We got to do this.
Oh, God damn it.
Because he's him and Alucard are in a bit of a
there's a competition to make Pop vomit.
Come on, let's not do this.
Nick Head P with $8. Maggot infested brain. with moldy spaghetti sauce mixed with sliced placenta and cottage cheese on top of a gangrene mealworm infested arm.
It's like a cannibalistic lasagna.
Oozing projectile vial with spaghetti squash.
Vial.
Curdled eggs.
Oh God. Oh.
I'm gonna go on eBay and buy a box of air sick bags and just put them next to Pop, because somebody eventually is going to make him hurl.
Yeah.
Who wants chowder?
We need to get him a box of air sick bags.
You don't seem to understand. This is like a side effect of a TBI, man. I don't have the filters in my thinking meat like I used to when I was younger.
Is that trauma I hear in your voice?
Yeah. Like I was watching this this happened like 5 or 6 weeks back. I was watching this short video on YouTube in regards to China and its food industry. And there was this woman scooping oil out of the sewer to be recycled to cook with.
Yeah.
And I literally was gagging all day. I'm about to gag now.
Yeah,
I was just
I've
like
seen stuff
driving
like
along.
Yeah. You want to be very careful where you eat when you're in third world countries.
I continue to. All right. Sorry, I'm making myself sick.
Carry on.
Carrying on. We got International House of Whoop Ass here with $2. Says, Dwarf, I saw your last post on your channel. I usually would comment, keep going, man. Pop, I fought my sleep paralysis demon, and somehow I was able to move and gouge his eyes out. It wasn't a dream.
Good step.
Yeah.
Good step.
I will be making more videos. I just had a stagnant period.
You have a time problem.
I do have a time problem. I have like no time. I'm
right.
fixing that though. I am forcing myself to make time.
Excellent. I need to do that as well.
Give me 2 seconds here. I have to respond to a comment here.
Let's see. Yuling, the Viking. Kitty Stalker.
What?
I'm just looking at some of these names of some of the people. I miss Chief Kickabitch from Slapaho Nation. I hope he's still alive, but more than likely he's not.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he had the best stories, man.
Where'd you go, Jimmy?
I'm still here.
Yeah, he's responding to somebody. Are you nuking them or?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I'm just saying someone doesn't want to. Someone's upset with me that I didn't read their super chat, but their super chat dropped the British cigarette bundle of stick words in it 3 times. We're still on YouTube there, bro.
Yeah.
Not mad. I'm just saying even after the hack and all the other stuff, we still got to walk on eggshells because there's been out of the past 4 or 5 live streams that we've done, 1 has been monetized.
Yes.
Yeah.
1.
That's right.
That's a problem. So it's not personal. We love you.
No, it's nothing personal at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. I'm just saying, let's just
we are forced to be cautious because of these British bundles of sticks. So
yeah, it's nothing against you, bro. I'm not going to say your name out there. I'm not going to put you on blast. Good dude. Love you, bro. No homo. Just saying.
Maintain low tones.
Yes.
Or, use words that get around the algorithm.
Talk around
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. We got N2 Gas here says, Jimmy, time machine. Yeah, I'd go back and find the father of the Prophet Muhammad before he does the deed, drag his ass into modern day. Lots of problems solved and no Murray Dar.
Listen, there's always an idiot.
Yeah, you're never going to avoid it.
Yeah, if it was meant to happen, even if you did something, there'd be another individual. The names would change, but it would still be the same effect.
Yep. And the only reason why I say I would take the time machine back to the iceberg that sank the Titanic, allegedly, was because, the year after the Titanic sank, guess what was created? The Federal Reserve.
Ah, yes.
And the 16th Amendment. And you need to read Taft's letter. Yeah, and there's a bunch of cases before. I could do a whole different show on that. Right. I could do an entire show on that. Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Let's go.
I can feel that rabbit. I can feel the rabbit going, "Come on, it'll be fine."
Yeah. Walk down here with me.
Come here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
We'll have some
Carry
tea.
on.
Carrying on. Let's see. We got Mando jumping in and says, I cannot do much this week due to the bank. I do wonder if insurance will cover the treatment of having vaginal cysts squirting into your mead from Amy Horton or the Horlock the Destroyer.
Why would you say something like that? God damn it. I love the mead. You're ruining it for me, man. Ruining it.
Don't ruin the mead, man.
God damn it.
That's horrible. That made me uncomfortable, and that's difficult to do. That really made me uncomfortable, and that's difficult.
And you know what? She hasn't been writing as of late. We need to find another writer that does something similar so we can hammer on her.
I did. I sent you a whole thread.
Oh, okay.
I sent you a whole Twitter thread.
I did see someone post 4 articles that Amy Horton posted and said these are from the same author. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, thanks, genius.
I know. Watch the Redonkulas. I should have commented. Watch the Redonkulas episodes about these. Let's see. We got Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster coming back. Says, "Hey Pop, that one friend that was messing around with the Tinder date app. Well, he knocked that chick up.
Oh my God!
Oh, why? Why?
Where I need the stupid. You so stupid button. Oh God!
Wow.
But
hang on. Knife hand him, Pop.
What the hell were you thinking? This is a side piece at best, and you decided to deliver directly to the warehouse. Somebody you don't even fucking know. You are literally signing your own death warrant or signing yourself into slavery. That's exactly what you did, bro. Unfuck yourself. All right.
The little head came out and did the thinking. Well, the little head,
the big head.
Yeah, and that's where all the bad ideas come from.
Oh, that's right, man.
And he's also asking for the singing Blake. So I will oblige.
We did have a request for singing Pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop that came from me, I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
All right.
Let's see. Apparently, there may have been a snafu with Rumble. Again, guys, I come to these streams late. I try to have everything set up so that it's set up. But Jerry Conway's what the fuck, Jimmy? Read one sentence of the comment I posted on the stream. Read the whole thing, please. I did read the whole thing.
It's a super chat from Jerry Conway.
From Jerry Conway, I can scroll up on Rumble if my mouse will fucking let me.
All right.
I can try to find it, but I read the whole thing there, good sir. I read all the comments if I can, if they don't include words that will give us the proverbial penis punch on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes, I don't know what I don't know what the problem is. I read all of the comments. So
Mr. Conway, just send us an email and to redonkulas12@gmail.com. If it's not showing up here, we'll read it for you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I have to keep my laptop open and I have to keep the the Rumble chat open so that the chat is fully loaded. So if it did go by, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm doing the best I can, man.
I got you. Let's keep rolling.
Let's see. We got Long Shot Triple O here with $10. Says, Pop, you should mail a case of Pringles cans as a token of your thanks to Tim and his crew, or just play Dwarf and Nance clip as payback for spiking the can on Tim's show.
That's actually a pretty funny idea. You should send him a case of Pringles cans.
That would be hilarious.
You just send him like a Pringles variety pack. Do it.
Yeah,
that's
like
fantastic.
and the note just be like, "Don't worry, there's no poop in the Pringles can."
No. Just send the piece of Pringles cans with a note that says, "Thanks, Pop and crew."
There you go.
Pop of the
Yeah.
regiment. Thanks for Pop of the regiment. Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Do it. Send him a mixed.
That'd be
a
fucking
mixed
hilarious.
box of Pringles. Do it. That's great. Oh, that's delicious.
And we got 68 Barracuda jumping in and says, Battle Hobbit, look into wage freezes during World War II and Kaiser Steel, Kaiser Shipyard, and how Kaiser Insurance came to be. You may find it interesting.
After you sent that, you may have seen me on screen reach over, grab a notepad, and write shit down. I was writing that down. I will look into that.
All
There
right.
you go. And N2 Gas says, Dwarf MMR shot is mostly for armed services. It's fine if you get that crap as a child, but as an adult, it's brutal. Side note, has your nephew managed to stay out of trouble so far?
My nephew left yesterday. He had a great time. He's 16. He was educated, but his dad's an investment banker. So his dad doesn't do anything but pay for stuff. So he left here knowing how to properly maintain, safely handle, and fire a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun. He also learned how to pull stumps, learned how to cut wood, learned how to properly stack wood. He learned how to assess where a tree would fall, and he got a basic course in the care of chickens. So
that's actually he'll remember that the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave him a pretty good 5-day primer of shit you should probably know.
Shit you should know. That sounds like an episode.
Shit you should know. Yeah.
That's actually, yeah. We could base it
Actually,
around that.
Shit you need to know, not should.
Yeah.
Need.
And also he got to eat actual beef, and I buy my milk from a dairy farmer, so it's real. It's not the chalk flavored water you get at the store. The little fucker drank 3.5 gallons of milk in 4 days.
Damn.
Because he's like, this is so good. Oh my God, this is actual milk. 3.5 gallons of. He's a growing 16-year-old.
Yeah.
So he's like 5'9", and he needs that kind of calorie intake because he burns it just by fucking blinking at that age.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And moving on here, we got Long Shot Triple O with $10 says, if you didn't catch, HHS has pulled all contract funding from mRNA. At least our tax dollars aren't funding that anymore.
Yeah.
At least at face value.
And we need to start going after Mr. Bill Gates for pushing that shit to be put in like sprays and food, and fuck that motherfucker, man.
Yeah. When did a fucking computer nerd become the leading scientist on vaccines?
Yeah.
When did we skip that step? Just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
And we got A Flan 07 here says, PSA, you can buy beer at Walgreens with an HSA card.
What's an HSA card?
I don't know what an HSA card is either. Sorry, man, we don't get the reference. Next one.
We got N2 Gas says, hey, Pop, for disabled veterans, encourage them to look into a 529 ABLE account. Those accounts are untouchable by the courts.
A 529 ABLE, but you have to be disabled to get that, right?
I don't know.
For disabled veterans, yep.
All right. What was that again? 52 what?
529 ABLE.
There is a hot round coming in.
All right.
That's
I
what
will look
she
into that.
Let's see. We got Alucard coming in and says, Jimmy, tell your Night Terror demon, why is there a file on me? Bolshevik. He has
Here we
been
go.
summoned.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it. Bolsheviks. No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
All right.
There we go. And Tomahawk is clarifying the about my X post. Was Jimmy the rear differential? Oh yeah, the rear differential that came in on this truck. Yeah, let's just say things went explodey, and I had to replace that differential today? Let's just say the rollers for a bearing and like half of the bearing cage was at the bottom of this differential.
All you had to say was explodey. We understand that.
Yeah, it was bad.
You just have to say explodey. It was all fucked. Okay.
It was baddie. It was bad. Let's see. We got Susan McCarley, Battle Dwarf. Who is your wife on Twitter? Please DM me later if you don't want to say it on the stream.
Already handled.
Already handled.
All right.
Let's see. We got N2 Gas says, Dwarf, play to your audience. Make the tabletop game that appeals to your intended consumer.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, he wants to know about the Boxwine and Catland tabletop game we're thinking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
It's going to be similar to Chutes and Ladders, but there will be Boxwine and Catland, a picture of that, and then there'll be ladders and chutes and arrows going to places, and you roll your dice to try to stay out of Meowschwitz, and it's a big drinking game. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
There you go. And Nick Headp comes in, says, Alucard, I won again. God,
you might not have. There's one coming down the pike.
Oh, come on, man. Jesus Christ. All right.
Let's see. We got Reynard69 says Muhammad never existed. Muhammad was Hebrew for blessed one. Mosques from 640 to 830 did not face Mecca or Medina. And nobody wrote about Muhammad as a person until 870 AD. Even Jesus has more evidence of life.
I haven't looked into that. That's very
I have not looked into it either. And to be honest with you, I don't really care. I don't need to spend any time on that. I've read the Quran, was not impressed.
Yeah.
I just like to know history stuff. Anyway, carry on.
All right, we got Jerry Conway come back, says, if I had a time machine, I would go back to the Garden of Eden, slap the forbidden fruit from Adam's wife, and stomped that serpent's head.
Well, that would definitely go a long way to unfucking everything. So, yeah, why not?
If I had a time machine, I'd go back to 1992, marry my wife right then and there on the spot, and save myself a whole lot of fucking trouble.
Yeah, that's another. That is another option.
Yeah. Yep. Well, there is a reason why women are naturally unable to pick a place to eat, because the first time a woman picks something to eat, well, she doomed all of humanity.
Yeah, you're right.
Carrying on, we got Professor Blake coming back, says, hey, Pop, that one friend that knocked up the chick, should I cut him from my life?
No, because it's going to get very difficult for him.
Yeah, he's going to need you, bro.
He's going to need you, and we don't want another self-deletion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got Jerry Kama come back, says, Jimmy, it was the comment, not in the chat, sir. I don't read the comments. I only read the chats, sir. So
sorry,
we have to figure something out. Let's see. We got hooliganism coming in and says, Jimmy, you read my whole comment. Read only every other word. That's too much work for me there, man. Just say what you want, man, and I'm going to read it for the super chats because that's my job.
All right.
We are going very overtime here, so we're gonna.
No, we're all right.
We're gonna finish up the rest of these here super chats here. We only got a few here.
All right.
Let's see. We got Nick Head P coming back, says, I need to know the email address so I can send an email in support of the grant.
I took care of that already.
Yeah,
I took care of that already.
Winning. There you go. And Jerry Conway says, read the comments on the Rumble page, Jimmy. I don't read.
We are reading the comments on the Rumble page.
No, the comments on the videos afterwards.
Oh, the thing is, if we read all of the comments, that would be the whole show. Yeah, there are so many comments. It's not personal. We love all you guys, and we really appreciate you. But if we read all of the comments,
no homo.
Yeah, it took another hour.
It'd be like easily another hour or two.
Yeah.
We're already 25 minutes over time right now. So
I usually plan for
we're about 10 minutes over time.
No,
anyway.
we're pretty much maybe 5 minutes over, but yeah, let's
okay.
Yep. Oh geez. Oh God.
I told you.
Oh God.
I told you.
Oh God.
I fucking told you.
Oh God.
All right, hang on, let me breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
fucking told you. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Increment.
68 Barracuda. Oh, excuse me. I had to get that one out because if I didn't, I was gonna puke. So 68 Barracuda. Zoom in on Bob. And obese Greta von Doomsburg.
Okay.
Leaking bloody man chowder. As she rubs her crusty brown eye up and down Pop's leg.
Oh my God!
Make your deliveries in the back door to avoid the placenta vacuum stew.
God damn.
I told you. Told you.
They put it in a situation. Oh.
I warned you.
All right. Oh,
drink some water, Pop. Get that lump of vomit out.
Get
that lump of vomit down. Because God damn it.
Alex Patino threw another $10 over on YouTube and says HSA is a health savings account where I put pre-tax money every year for medical purposes, and it's use or lose. If you don't use it, then it goes to the IRS. That's my limited understanding of it. That's interesting.
Okay.
And Nick Head P comes in and says HSA equals health savings account.
There you go.
There you go. And Jerry Conway says, want to play a real drinking game? Watch the Bob Newhart show where he was a psychiatrist and drink every time someone says, Bob, you'll be shit-faced in 20 minutes.
And the show's only 24 minutes long.
Yeah.
God. Yep. And Susan McCarthy coming in, clarifying. Jerry is talking about the comments in the Meat Gazer box. Yep. We still don't read those ones there, guys. So sorry.
All right.
We read them. We just don't read them on the air.
Yeah, these guys will always, they'll read them, they'll reply to them. So
I spend 2 hours a day like answering emails and reading comments and reacting to some of them.
Yep. So don't get pissed off at me for not reading your comments on the channels and whatnot. But well, we still read your super chats. Because we love you, but we're not homo. Winning.
All right.
And we got Nick Head P coming back, says, I still win.
There's no winners or losers. Okay. Just let's not have the sick, twisted competition in the future, please. Thank you.
Too late.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
last one for the night here, guys. Is I got two more over here on Rumble. We're done with Rumble. No more sneaky bastards coming in. Because Alucard coming in with $2. Snot pocket riddled with STD, infected chunky starburst, goo mixed together with zinc, vomit.
It's always zinc.
Vomit a teaspoon of placenta stew, chunky yeast infection, period blood with seasoning with veg stew, beer, genital warts.
Did you say beer?
Beer.
Veg stew beer. That's disturbing as fuck.
God damn it! Why are you beer now?
I think Alucard just opens up a thesaurus and says, "Yeah, that sounds disgusting. I'm going to use that."
Oh, well, it is working. It's going to be honest with you.
Wow.
Throwing food items in there you're ruining it for me, man.
Yeah,
all
there you go. All right, last two over here on the Rumble side because we need to get the fuck out of here. We got Tomahawk says, seriously, who doesn't want to make goblin babies with Greta?
I do not want to make goblin babies with Greta.
Yeah, we don't need that aggravation.
I don't want my my child to look at me at 6 months old when I go outside to have a smoke. To have them
How dare you?
How dare you?
I've actually I've used that to keep a guy from knocking up a nurse in Abu Ghraib because she was picked the meat off the bone ugly.
Queen for a year.
Yep.
I remember those.
And I literally pulled him aside. I'm like, all right, I want you to imagine that ugly, fucked up face on the face of your daughter because this is where this is going. Okay. You need to stop this shit.
Mm-hmm. Those were called Queen for a year. You'd get somewhere deployed, and there'd be like one female in one of the support units, and she had her choice of all the prime fresh meat males, and she could be a solid 1 stateside, and the deployment turned her into a TDY 10.
A TDY 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because she was the only piece of tail in a 100-mile radius.
Ugh.
Carry on.
Carry on. Uh-oh. Did Jimmy drop off?
Jimmy did drop off. That's strange.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going until we see Jimmy pop back up again here. Seriously, who doesn't want to make goblin babies? Greta N2 Gas so throws $1 at it, says, bro, you need to learn how to open. I'm not sure entirely what that means, but okay. Hooliganism sneaks in a compound donation for $2. And Alucard throws us another $2 and says, is this the reason why I have a file on me? Because of my chaotic nature is entirely possible. I'm going to start a fucking file on you because you're starting to disturb me, man. We have apparently lost our button pushing monkey somehow. Pop, why don't you text him and see WTF? Because I don't have access to all the other channels.
Hang on. Let's see. I do. I can. All right. So let's cover up the.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. So
Murphy got him again.
Murphy, you can fuck all the way off and suck all of the assets that have been fucked with cactus.
All right, so I'll do the cash apps, okay?
Do the cash apps.
We do the cash apps, there, Pop.
All right, we got from Crunch Muncher $50. Thank you. Let's see, for to help the Hope Pay Give a Hillary.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
All right, and then we got Susie, $30. Great show, guys. Thank you so much,
Thanks, Suze.
All right. We got one from Boss for Pop on TP. He's just a grunt. No offense. Aliens. That was $50. Thank you. Let's see. And John.
Jimmy, that was $50. Jimmy?
Sorry, I'm trying to get my shit unfucked here, but now apparently you can't use virtual backgrounds in the Brave browser. You have to use Google Chrome.
Oh, awesome.
Eat all of my fucking ass, StreamYards. Fuck off.
That's why we're moving to another platform. I get it. So this next one's from John Carter for the shoestring budget. I'm finishing my pains. $50. Thank you.
That's 2 We're Not Worthies.
All right.
Where is the We're Not Worthies, Jimmy? I don't see them.
We'll
here we do this one.
For getting me some beers. Delicious. I'm gonna need some beers because this is fucking starting to piss me the fuck off.
All right, stand by. Let's just
wait. One more thanks is owed. Hang on.
Thanks for keeping the ship afloat. It's much appreciated. Goodbye.
All right, another one from Peter Bard for work couldn't cover payroll this past Friday, but you get sent $4. Look, man, if you're hurting for money, it's fine. Okay, you don't have to send money to us. I'd rather have you pay your bills, pay your family, take care of your shit. Okay.
Yeah, food on your table first, man.
Yes, man. And we got another one from Peter for $1 for but F it. Take my money. All right, thank you, man. But it's not necessary. If you're hurting for cash, I get it, bro. We got another one from Boss here. Yeah, for should clip the grunt thing, $5. And then we got another one from Scott Jackson for $50. And he says, for Jimmy, buy a new mouse.
I'm gonna buy a new mouse tomorrow because
Jimmy, I'm gonna send you a mouse recommendation.
I'm gonna go get a wireless mouse tomorrow, and I'm going to unfuck the situation that this mouse is. Well, the mouse that I have been using has been old and worn out.
Listen, we'll cover it after the show. All right, we'll talk about equipment after the show. Okay,
after the show. And again, apologies for my shit fucking up on me because fuck, son of a bitch. All right, well, let's.
I think we got another one on YouTube.
Oh, you sneaky bastards! God damn it! No,
Oh, no. Sorry, no. It was another one. You've already read it. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let me see here. I know there was
on Odyssey, because Odyssey is Odyssey.
Odyssey is Odyssey. Seriously, yep. All right. Sorry guys, no more super chats over on the Rumble side because I got to figure some shit out here tonight. I'm gonna fuck around with some shit. Oh, that fucking pissed me off. Everything just froze on me for a second.
That guy 1975 threw us $1, says, "Howdy, I am late, but I have a Hillary or something else." And says,
well, if he wants a Hillary or something else, here you go.
That is so disturbing.
You're disturbed. N2 Gas throws $1 at us and says, "Jimmy, use some canned air to blow the dust out of your mouse." And NetGuy 1975 throws $1 at us and says, "Mess with Jimmy." Alucard throws another $2 at us and says, "Battledorf, if I am considered disturbing, I'm what I can do when it comes to messing with equipment." That's a strange sentence. I suspect you perhaps have had a little Bolshevik lubrication, but
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Not bad.
And that's the Rumbles. I got you, Jimmy. I got your back.
Alrighty. Thanks, man. Oh, fuck. What a pain in the fucking ass. Of course, it's at the end of the show is when Murphy decides to show up.
Well, yes, of course that's when Murphy decides to show up. Don't be ridiculous.
Well, it's wrong and ridiculous, and well, that's why we're here on Redonkulas.
Yeah, and when we're done with the show, Jimmy, send a email to Blake and explain to him what's going on, so we can maybe.
Yeah,
I've got his mouse recommendation headed toward him right now.
Yeah,
I'm just...
Blake will help set up the next.
Yeah, because I've been using the Brave browser to do specifically for the streams, and for some fucked off reason, you go over to visual effects in your settings. Unfortunately, your browser doesn't support the virtual background feature. Smurf my balls, StreamYard.
Smurf all of the testicles. NetGuy 1975 threw us another $1 on Rumble and says, "One more, fucker."
One more. All righty, let's see. We're going to jump over to the MGTOW side of the chats here because we got Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell with new cards in the Redonkulous email. One rare card made exclusively for Dwarfus. So I need to share my screen.
Okay.
I need to do this whole entire fucking thing because StreamYard is booked. So let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick before we get into craziness.
Wow.
And I gotta add a stage. There we go. We're gonna burn through these real quick. We got more cock. As Pop's ex walks through the Lowe's, she sees a large inventory of cock. The phallic-shaped end reminds her of all those fun times she had while Pop was getting blowed up in Afghanistan. Play as Pop's ex on Sausage Safari and take 4 cards from another player. Playing the Popster in the Dive Horse. There you go. And
Sausage Safari. That'll be a good video.
There you go. All right, let me do another fucking share screen because StreamYards, holy fuck, you guys have fucked the goose and you're pissing everybody off. But we got the Fitzwell Urban Dictionary original terms from Fitzy. Conditions. Definition. Conditions that a woman makes in her own favor and, if not met, would result in no sex, anger at said male companion. You have to write that one down, Pop. For days, weeks, or years, or a termination of the relationship. Used in a sentence. My insignificant other gave me her conditions for our relationship to give her credit card once a week to buy useless shit, or she is punching out of the relationship. I told her that would be a big fuck off. You are now in the know. take a card from the deck. And again, I'm sure there's a better way to do all this, but it's a pain in the fucking dick. And StreamYards, you've fucked the bed. You've shit the bed.
Yeah, we're getting sick of their shit. I mean, they've jacked their prices through the roof. Their customer service is shit. You know, they're making all these changes without letting anyone know. You know, this is really getting aggravating.
Just go back to where you were 2 years ago, StreamYards. Everybody was happy.
Yeah, they're going to pay.
That guy 75 throws another $1 at us on Rumble, says, just to be a dickhead.
Just be a dickhead, of course.
Mission accomplished.
Bring this up. Bring this. We got the Shaking Club. You and your two boys, Pop and Riggs Jr., decide to hit the local fish market to see if anything is appetizing enough to either take home or have a quickie weenus polishing. Riggs Jr., taking after his old man, decides to take home and stalled out and walled out. And I don't need no man, woman. Lose your turn to make him avoid that very bad bail situation.
Fair enough.
There you go. All right, we got a handful more cards here. Bear with me because StreamYards is asshole.
Like in the future, when you do the cards, just send 3 at a time because it gets kind of overwhelming when you have to do so many.
Yep. We got just a handful here. We got Pop's pickup lines for picking up full Germans. If you were a burger at McDonald's, you'd be a McGorgeous. You almost got laid, but she made you a few pans of lasagna. Take a card from the deck.
Lasagna's good as long as it doesn't have fucking placenta in it, you sick fucks. God damn it. You're ruining everything. You ruined my beer, my meat, and my fucking lasagna.
Disgusting, man. You guys are bastards.
That guy who 1975 says lol over on Rumble, and hooliganism throws $2 at us and says that guy is a dickhead.
All righty. Let's see. Moving on with the cards. Again, apologize for the popception here. We got one for the Battledorf. Happy helmet.
That's Thursday thing.
That's okay. You can still
Okay,
get a
I am
card because everyone gets fun with.
I am sharing it. So you must take a bowl from the kitchen and wear it on your head for the remainder of the game. If you complain anytime, you must give a card from your deck, and to each player each time you bitch and moan. Please wait for the next turn.
That's funny. I like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
68 Barracuda has requested the wiggle dance over on Rumble.
All right. Well, while I'm trying to unfuck the situation here you go, 68 Barracuda. Here's the wiggle dance for you.
Can you wiggle fast? Can you wiggle slow? Can you wiggle high? Can you wiggle low? Now stand up straight and stop. Do the wiggle dance. Wiggle. Yeah. Do the wiggle dance. Wiggle. Do the wiggle dance.
I love that video.
Wow.
We got to get him back on the show. We got to figure out what's going on with him.
We need to get Digital Dave back here so he can.
I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
All right.
There we go. All righty. And we got 3 more cards to go through here. So bear with me because I got to hit all kinds of buttons because StreamYards. Oh, you
shit again.
We got a discount Hummer. Cheapest Hummer in the USAP. Humming away as your weenus starts to crave a mouth hug with many head bobs. You hunt for women to fulfill that desire. As you drive down the Whore Lane Highway, write that down, Pop. We got to put that in the Box Mine Catland.
The Whore Lane Highway.
You find many attractive women who aren't into your price range. Then Pop's ex, allegedly, peeks through your window and then offers a discount for new clients. Telling the Popster of this story, he figures out that it was indeed his ex and starts to get angry. Give any player playing as the Popster a finger of booze to quell his rage.
I'm not giving the Popster a finger. Hard pass.
Okay. Move along.
Moving along.
All right, let's see here. Let me get past these next. We got 2 more cards here. StreamYard, you were good, but then you're fucked. Well, we got Crayola Dave. Having no food in the house after several Downward Dog Dave yoga sessions, Dave reverts to his deployment basics cuisine, crayons. Finding his favorite crayon flavors, Mommy's bright red stretch marks and navy blue balls.
Oh, come on!
Crayon smorgasbord. Playing as Downward Dog Dave and asks players if any of their cards are either red or blue. You are entitled to 1 card per player.
God damn. Okay.
Savage.
That's a savage beatdown right there.
Savage. All right. Last card for the night, I believe. Yep. We got one more. Yep, hang on. Click the button. Click this button. Oh, of course. Going to end it off with the alley card special.
Oh, my God.
The snot pocket laced with pus mixed with vomit nodules of STD factory goo. Brownish green slime moving forward slowly with zinc broth vag juice leaking under your mouth and face. You almost made Pop puke. Take a card from the deck.
God, that's horrible. How did we wind up with this sick, twisted tradition? So fucked up.
I don't know. I don't know. I
continue. I mean,
carrying on. Let's see here. We got Mungo Harry. He's dropping a $50 donation. And if you guys are in the MGTOW chat, well, you would very much appreciate that close-up of the taps. And I'm not talking about the taps in 21.
Okay.
But he gets one of these because it was a $50 donation.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
All right, let's see. We got Crazy Uncle here with $5, says beer. I'm going to have to go get one because I just finished my last one. And we got MGTOW Ronan here with 2 in a row. He says, hey guys, guess what? Sydney Sweeney got great tits. Oh, and she's got great jeans too.
And we're going to be covering that on Thursday.
She's a halfway decent shot. Yeah, there's so much material that we're able to do a whole show on her. And here's the thing. That shit's 10 days old. I was like, okay, that's out of the cycle. We can't do that. I'm looking through Twitter today, and the left is still butthurt about her. So we're going to do it anyway.
Please tell me you have Lizzo's response.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
How
That's
about the
top of the stack?
How about the one governor that has the Windex ass trying to shoot a gun? Well, yeah, you spray Windex on flat surfaces to clean it.
Windex ass. We typically would say something along the lines of her mother was probably on that drug while she was pregnant. You know the drug I mean. It's called no acetol.
No.
Oh man. Let's see. Make Tyrona continues, says the fact liberal cunts sounds refreshing, but it really isn't, are still losing their shiata because American Eagle didn't bend the knee is glorious. And it turns out she's a gun shooting conservative that works on cars. The world is slowly healing.
My favorite part was where everybody screamed Nazi, where the owner of American Eagle is, a Jew. So there's that.
Shocker. Yeah. And MGTOW Ronan's last comment here says, hey, Pop, is a bang and immediate leave ever a good idea for a slingback?
Well, I'm going to be honest. A slingback is not really worthy of any of your respect. So I would say there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if it's retribution coitus.
Yep. Your time, money, and resources are never worth it, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is,
but, you do you.
Like the women have a way of when they want to like dump you or whatever, they shit the bed and then floss their ass with the sheets on their way out the door. And then they have the gall to think they can come back 5 to 7 years later and pick up where they left off. Fuck that. Never do slingbacks.
No. Never. All right, over on the D Live, we got no other Lemons over there, but we do have a new follower over there. We got Deaf and Hiding over there. Thank you, good sir, for jumping in over there. And over on the Twattersphere, we had 104 views tonight on this episode.
That'll work. That'll work.
All righty, let me do one quick run back through of the chats here. I think we got everything pretty much covered. Let's see.
Right.
Actually, we had Lord Devonshire with $5. I snapped my Achilles tendon. I asked the billing department, what if I didn't have insurance? She said 40% less with cash.
Yeah.
There you go.
And they need to actually fix that. There should only be one price, and it should be just the cash amount. You shouldn't have two different types of payments because that is so fishy and fucked up.
Yep.
Fishy and fucked up, just like your ex, allegedly.
Allegedly, of course, yes.
That's it. We had Frank Rizzo with $19.99 coming in and says 1 year man striker, parental rights, divorce rights.
Fair enough.
Yep. And there was the Alex Patino quote that we did cover. I know we did because Battle Dwarf covered it because he was covering it because I had some fuckery about.
Yeah.
The boot.
Yep. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I think there was a couple more on Rumble, but we're not going to cover those because it is time for us to call it a night. Tell Murphy to
coming
fuck
up
off.
Drop out. We drop. Listen, we're going to put a rule in place at 11 o'clock. We stop.
Yep, it's time to fuck off, and I need to figure out a way to unfuck myself.
Rumble is having a dollar avalanche over there.
Yeah,
another one just be a dick. Thanks for everything you do. We see you guys. We have to put a cutoff point at some point because we, frankly, need to go to fucking bed.
Listen, if you guys it would really go a long way if everyone in the regiment would take the links from the show and spam them all over their social media and just get the word out there.
Spread the show like Amy Wharton spreads her warts.
Because literally, I think I'm the only comedian on the planet actively fighting male suicide. I literally do. I haven't really come across anyone else that's like one of their primary core, missions.
I don't know of anybody personally.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking.
Yeah. Anyways, we got final thoughts to get through. Battledorf, you're up first.
Oh, fuck it. That guy 1975 says, fuck off!
Bastard.
That'll be my final comment for the evening.
Alrighty.
Fuck off!
Pop, give us the safety briefing and be sure to add something into to mention StreamYards because I'm pissed off right now.
All right, everybody, don't drink and drive, don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. Wear a condom. If you absolutely must fornicate, take it with you, flush it down the toilet. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches and child support does last 18 to 21 years. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's only safety in numbers, and maintain your situational awareness because if you're going to be attacked, something in the environment will have changed. It's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you sons of bitches into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds for you, and it could change on a dime. Stay in the fight. And if everything else fails, motherfuckers, live out of spite. And always remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me. And StreamYard sucks. All right.
StreamYard is asshole. And of course, gentlemen and the few ladies that are watching our show here, of course, you know me. I got to go out there and I got to pimp out the merchandise because, but then again, I got to click in the other tab and add a stage because StreamYards, you fucking are asshole. But you know what isn't? You know what is an asshole? Getting yourself a Party and Guardian t-shirt because you are not the asshole of that night. Yes, you're not going to drink. but you also still need to be responsible for the other assholes. So there you go. And of course, revenge is the truth best sold, served cold. Sorry, I'm flustered, pissed off. Just go get yourself a shirt, get some kind of merch. Tag me, tag Battle Dwarf, tag Pop in it. Take a picture of it. Hurt some feelings out there.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff. And
that's why we're here.
Yep. And I was just going to end the show, but well, just because StreamYards has been a pain in my ass, this one's for you, StreamYards.
Fuck you and all your motherfucking friends, nigga. Give a fuck if y'all in kindergarten, I'll whoop y'all motherfucking ass. That's why Santa Claus ain't real, bitch. That's why I fucked your mama, bitch. I'll fuck up all y'all kids. I don't care, goddammit. Huh? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. That's why you ain't going to Disney World, bitch. Fuck you and your friends. Fuck all y'all, bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, so StreamYard, when you decided to gouge everybody that wants to have the premium package and charge them $430+ per year to use your service, and then you keep fucking up on it, yeah, we're not the problem. You are. Unfuck yourself. And with that, my rant is done. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on a more, hopefully, happier episode on Thursday with lots of laughs, lots of drinks, and, well, there may be or may not be a Bolshevik or two.
Fair enough.
Take it easy.